Hi, hello gamers. What was there so many people here all of a sudden? Hold up, hold up, what did I miss? What did I, why? Hi, welcome, good morning, hello, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever part of the world day you are. Um, internal panic, but hi, hello, welcome. We're gonna do a run of Pokemon Sword and Shield, or as I like to call it, any excuse to not play Scarlet and Violet again for a while. And today's idea this is so dumb. What if it's Mother's Day soon, right? Like Mother's Day is coming out. It's like in a month. I got like 3 weeks until Mother's Day. That's enough time to beat the game and make a video, right? That's I haven't even started the run, but that's the idea, right? Right? That's I hope cope. Anyways, this starting soon screen. We're going to a different save. This is for a different character run I haven't talked about. But we're completely spoiling the other character run because of the name I gave it. But we're gonna do the mum run, 8 in the morning for you. Good morning, everyone. Heck yeah. Nah, Scarlet and Violet. I'm gonna wait until the Switch 2 where they released like the graphical update, and I'm hoping it's also like a less glitches update, because the main reason I don't enjoy Scarlet and Violet is, I mean, I don't mind how bad it looks, but it's all the glitches. It's really glitchy for me, so I'm really hoping that Switch 2 is not gonna have the glitch issue for Scarlet and Violet, so I'm kind of waiting on that. Oh, now I kind of want to do it in a foreign language too one day. Every time they give me this prompt, I'm like, but what if I played it in Francais? Well, why is Italiano an option? I don't. Anyways, we're gonna play Pokemon Sword as the mum. The child mum, the mum of the child. We're gonna call ourselves mum. So typically, the mum she just stays at home. But what if we said, mummy, would you become champion, mummy? Like, what will she do? Will she say no? No. She's mum. She's gotta do what mum does. She gotta become champion for us. That's the idea, at least. Let's see. Specific mom Pokemon: Kangaskhan, Leavanny, Marowak. Also, let me make sure the audio is not crazy on this. I really hope you guys can hear me well. I was trying to set up multi-stream so I could also stream this on Twitch, but like all the streaming software kind of broke, so I had to reinstall my streaming software like 5 minutes before stream started. So I haven't checked how the audios are. Hello world, how do I sound? That's pretty good. It actually sounds pretty good. Okay, cool. First try. It worked. Usually it doesn't work. Usually something's off with the audio, but here we are. Fraudian Analysis would have a field of the day with you labeling a peach profile as mum. You know, there aren't that many like mum options for the, like when you go to create a new profile. Like there's Peach, there's like Urbosa, and then there's the lady drinking tea from Arms. I don't know her name. You guys know what I'm talking about. Like those are the only 3 like older women available as like profile pictures. So there isn't really like a mum character that you can like put as a profile picture for the Switch. So I just picked Peach. I was like, I don't know, what's a mom choice? I don't know, just pick Peach, I guess. I don't. There's not that many options, surprisingly. That's kind of surprised. Rip the people who are in effects of the tariffs, including me. See, I am also. I did a little bit of price analysis. It is cheapest if you fly to Japan and buy the Japan only Switch, but that requires you to be Japanese. I'm not. So surprisingly, the next best option is actually in the US without tariffs. So if they don't put tariffs on the Switch 2, it's actually cheapest to buy it in the United States. Otherwise, you can buy the foreign version in Japan, or the EU version And I'm from Bulgaria, so my idea was I'm gonna go to Bulgaria and I'm gonna buy my Switch 2 there. And then I looked at the prices of Switch 2 in Bulgaria, like not scalper prices, like legit people prices. Like you go to the store to buy it, it's heckin' $700. When I do the conversion, I'm like, it's more expensive. It's more expensive. Please do not spam. You will get timed out for the next 24 hours. So as it turns out, it is much more expensive in Bulgaria. So I'm like, maybe I buy it here in the US, or maybe I buy a plane ticket and I try to buy it at like an airport duty free, because that's a thing, right? Do they sell? This is something I never looked at. Like, do they sell Switches at airports? Because if they do sell Switches at airports, I could buy my Switch duty free, which means no tax, which means cheapest possible price to buy a Switch is potentially at an airport while you're flying internationally. It's one of those things. I know they sell like headphones, but I'm pretty sure that the shops at airports, especially the tech shops, they're very pricey. So they probably would have marked it up anyways to the point where it would be more expensive, even if it is duty free. But I'm kind of tempted, you know. Isn't the Ice type gym leader a mom? Technically, yes. Yes, she is. Do a Grusha Gen 9 DLC run. I'm saving Gen 9 until the Switch 2. Really hoping for that like graphical update, also fixing the performance issues. But yeah, if you're wondering what team the mom is gonna use, well, she has a Munchlax. Look at that, we have a little Munchlax at home. Munch. That's gonna be our starter, Munchlax. Well, not this Munchlax. I can't physically take this thing with me. I wish I could, but like I can't. So Munchlax is staying at home, but we do get a Munchlax as our starter. And if you're asking how, I'll show you guys the secrets. Wait, I can do this. I'll show you guys. If you like and subscribe right now, I'll show you the No, I don't. I'm gonna show you the secrets regardless of how I do the character runs and how we're gonna get a Munchlax. But before we can even get a Munchlax, we have to get a little bit further in the game. Wait, I just looked at this. Why does Mom have a broom and a hat that looks like it's a witch hat? Is their mom secretly a witch in this game? Is this what's going on? Is it, like I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like Kiki delivery service. Like that's the vibes it's giving me. You guys are seeing this, right? Like, well, I pushed the wrong buttons, but like, there's the little beret, and then there's the broom. I'm looking at the broom. There's a broom. He knows too much. That's why she sends us off on an adventure. I'm trying to see like if there's anything else. What the heck is that? I've never looked around the house that much, but like, I assume this would be milk, but why is it orange? Why? Is there any British people in chat? Can you guys explain what this is? Because I thought it would be like fresh milk, but like, it kind of looks like it says alcohol on it as well. Is juice? I am German. Hello. Is Pepsi milk? Is Mom secretly Miss Magius? No, but that might give us an idea for another Pokemon to give to her team. Probably apple juice. I mean, yeah, there are apples on the. Let's see, a fridge full family likes. Alcohol in my Pokemon game? I know, right? Cooking something. Mummy. Rushing off in that state, Mum. It's so weird when the mom calls you Mum, though. This seems illegal. What if a parent named their kid father or mother? So like your first name is father or mother, and then they call you Mum or Pop for short. How confused would this child be? I'm asking the real questions here. Hear me out. I haven't Yeah, there are Badoo outside. Yeah, we're gonna use Badoo as well. I'm kind of trying to get like any clues about what other Pokemon she might have. We do have. I mean, this is our room though. This isn't our mom's room. This is us. We got an Eevee plush. We got closet that you can't use to change for some reason. Also, fun fact: this is the ball that shows up in Legends Arceus if you transform Pokemon from like the future. I thought it was like a nice little callback that they made. Because otherwise this ball just doesn't exist. I think it's actually like fully green on both sides. I don't know. But yeah, this is our room. Now you grabbed your mom's old bag. Now that's confusing because I'm also named Mom. Is it my bag or is it my mom's bag? It's a bag regardless. Mother, don't talk back to your mother. Anime character mom and child mom. Oh, her name is... But everyone calls her mom. Yeah, I wish they'd include the dad somewhere. Also, I assume this is like the mom's room. Because like this house is very like, this is our room. This is the kitchen. There's no bed in here. And then there's the living room where Munchlax's friend. And then I'm guessing that's their bedroom. Like there's nowhere else. We can't go in there. Also, we don't have a door. It's just a giant hole in the wall. Anyways, which gen mom is your favorite? I mean, I think in terms of power levels, the Scarlet Violet mom is the strongest. Because she makes sandwiches full of Herba Mystica. So like, she would be the most overpowered out of like all the mums so far, but I feel like Lusamine has to be the favorite. Because she has the most character. She actually does things. Also, notice she has a Badoo in her garden. That's gonna be another Pokemon, and then later on in the game, if you come back here, there's a second Badoo. So she also has two Badoo, and I'm coping really hard and hoping we see another Butterfree. That's in the neighbor's yard though. Haha! Have a look at you, Mom. Oh, this is gonna be so weird because all of the rivals are gonna call me Mom too. Oh. Oh no. What have I done? I didn't think this far. I didn't. Oh, he mentioned Snorlax as well. I button mashed a little too much. I'm so used to playing through this game so many times that I just button mashed through everything. But in terms of power level, Lusamine technically has an Ultra Beast. But hear me out. Herba Mystica powered up Pokemon probably stronger than Ultra Beast. They should make a Pokemon game where the parent is a single father who's also a gym leader. Huh. That would be interesting. Or champion. It would be interesting if the father's a champion. Pepsi Man is Mom's father. Yeah, the Butterfree is just kind of flying around. There is no door between your room and the kitchen. Yeah, it's just a straight hallway. Time to adopt all the rivals, right? Adopting every rival in the game. I think, yeah, this Butterfree... Oh, he kind of breaks into our yard, though. He kind of does go into our... Do we count the Butterfree as one of the mum Pokemon? Because look, he's trespassing. And he goes in the neighbor's yard. I keep pushing the wrong... I want to zoom in. But then he flies into our yard. This is definitely our yard. I don't know, gamers. What do we think about the Butterfree? Yeah, he... I shouldn't make any comments, but I'm thinking them. I also remember there was like a beta release. Like they leaked this whole town in the beta version, and I'm wondering if there were any other Pokemon like around the house. I might look this up later. I probably should have looked this up before the stream. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? There was like beta leaks for Sword and Shield, and I think there was like a Blastoise hiding under this bridge. At the start, it was wild. There was like a lot of extra Pokemon running around, and I'm very curious if there were like any other Pokemon in and around the house, because that would mean Another Pokemon for Mum. Mum. Technology. I'm hoping this is Technology Guy's house. And I don't know who this child is. Hiya, Mum. Oh no. What have I done? What have I done? Not only are the rivals gonna call me Mum, every character who mentions you by name will call me Mum. Oh no. I didn't think this far. I didn't realize how chaotic this would be. Internally dying. I'm sorry. I didn't. Oh look, there's Hop's mom, his real mom. I have become the the uncle in Jackie Chan Adventures where you're somehow everyone's relative. Yeah, for real. I know Hop's mom also has a Pokemon though. She does have a Pokemon. Although it might be Hop's grandmom. We'll see. Also, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I mean, I like how they have a cat food bowl for their Pokemon. But like they have this open book, and I always want to try to read the open books because in some games you can, but in this one you can't read the book. But they do have a Pokemon at home. Look, meow. They have a, but this isn't our mom, so it doesn't count. But if we get stuck, maybe Hop's mom would help out with the. Why do we have a Munchlax? Why does Hop's family have like a normal cat as their pet? And we have what is this photograph? What is this photograph I'm looking? You guys seeing this photograph? What is this angle? What is? Why haven't I looked at this game so closely before? Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna... I guess we have a garbage disposal. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We have a garbage disposal. That is Leon. That is... Let's get a move on. Only remember, Mum, wild Pokemon can show up out of nowhere if you walk through the patches of tall grass. I got my Wooloo with me, so I'm ready for battles with wild Pokemon. But not you, Mum. Mummy, stay out of the tall grass, Mummy. You taught me to do that. I can't keep up a British accent. I have cousins that are British, but I can't do the accent. I struggle. I kind of want to visit Galar in real life. I haven't seen them in a year. Hello, Leon. Now let me catch up with chat while Leon yaps. Who took that pic of Leon? Exactly, that's what I was curious about. I was like, that's a very strange angle, I'll say, of the Leon photograph. Munchlax is the dishwasher and garbage disposal. Wait, I can see garbage disposal, but dishwasher? I'm secretly a part of the royal family, confirmed. The royally broke family. That's what I'm a part of. Dumb idea, but what if you use a... Oh my gosh, that is that, because it's a mummy. You know, I like that idea. I like it. I like... Remember, Mom, stay out of the tall grass. Who's parenting? Exactly. Alright. Leon's gonna give his little I am Leon, top champion, everyone loves me. Hi Hop. Hi. My name is Leon. Wait, is Leon gonna call us Mom as well? And these bright eyes over there. Oh no. I got it. You must be Mum. Am I right? How could Leon forget his own mother? How could he? Worst son-in-law of Galar is Leon, officially. Because he forgot what his own mum looks like if he has to ask if you are Mum. Ay, Leon. How could you, Leon? I've heard loads about you from my little brother. This is what happens when the parents are divorced and one of them gets raised by the dad and the other one by the mom, and then you meet when you're like grown up for the first time. I'm the Galar region's greatest champion ever. People call me the unbeatable Leon. I am also your son. Oh gosh. Okay. Alright. That's Hop. Always wanting to be the best. Alright. Alright, do your pose. Let me run away from here. Well, this is the guy who gets lost easily. That is true. That is very true. This is very on character for him, I suppose. I mean, you can't tell direction, but you'd think he'd be able to tell who his own mom is. Right? Come on, Lee, you promised a present, so what would it? You brought Mom and me Pokemon, didn't you? Ah, he brought Pokemon. Oh, that makes sense. That's a wholesome thing to do. Wait, gamers, this is in Sword, right? I started this in Pokemon Sword. Which means, technically, I am gonna get my starter from Leon, technically. The real question is, which of these starters would Mom pick? What's the most Mom Pokemon of them all? I'm not gonna use this, but it's gonna influence what Leon and Hop have. Typically, I just pick Scorbunny, because I think Leon with Inteleon's the most difficult. And Hop with Monkey, he does pretty good as well, but you know. I can change it up for this one. Are you my mother? The run is how weird can someone? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't name myself like Dad instead, because that would have been even weirder. And now I kind of want to do that. Just the father run. Trying to fix all the fatherless behavior in this video game. Let's see. We got the bunny, we have Sabo, because she'd want to comfort the crying boy. Drummer Mummy, Football Mummy, or Spy Mummy. Let's see. Grookey, Hope uses Cinderace and Twilight Wings. Take Sabo, because he's literally a tiny baby. Yeah, you guys make a point. Get the poll. Quack, you're right. I thunk a little too late, though. What if I try to leave? Can I leave? Where are you going, Mum? You haven't chosen a Pokemon yet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Sabo just to mix things up a little. Cause she would see Sabo and she'd be like, "Oh, poor little baby." But then our home, I'm doing a poll. We're doing a poll. I'm thinking too much. Mom starter won't keep. Why are my options yes and no? Okay, Bunny, Monkey, or Crybaby Lizard. Alright, that's our options. You guys got like a minute to vote. While I deliberate some more. But hear me out, right? Dementia's setting in early for Mom. Like Inteleon, he's like a spy guy. Also, he's just sad, but Mama didn't raise a crybaby. Like, we're not a crybaby. We have a Munchlax at home, which means we're very like food oriented. Like, she likes to garden, which tells me maybe the grass type would make sense because gardening. But then bunnies are the most like garden creature. I guess lizards do show up in gardens, but like, if you think of a peaceful garden, you think a bunny. There would be a bunny in your. Sabo could wash the dishes with its tears, though. I don't know. And then with the monkey's food, like he was like hitting a little berry. Maybe he likes to play with his food. I don't know if Mom would like that though. Alright, you gamers have voted for the Crybaby Lizard. That is what we're picking. Crybaby Lizard it is. We got the water type Sabo. It adapts to anything as surely as water flows. going with the water type Pokemon Sabo? What if I said no? No. He doesn't look sad. I was kind of hoping he would look kind of sad. That's kind of messed up of me to, to want that. But, okay, it's okay. We're picking the sad lizard. He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be okay. He's just a little guy. We're gonna trade him away though. Are we gonna give him a nickname? We're gonna call him Baby. Because he's a baby. He's a little baby. Cry baby. Yeah, the bunnies is the most like a plague. And what do you mean plague? why am I seeing the word bunny and plague next to it? I feel like Mom likes grass types. True. Scorbunny would set the garden on fire. That is also true. Kangaskhan, it is a mom with a child. Should have called him Droopy Sheep. Droppy Sheep? I don't know what that. He's not a sheep though. I know Porygon, the Pokemon Vic got, is also not a sheep, but it was funny, you know. It was funny in the moment. Taken in at 10 years old. As a mom, you must be sent out to the Pokemon adventure immediately. Exactly. Marowak is a dead mom. Our mom's living, so I don't think we're gonna use Marowak. Also, technically, oh look at it, she's enjoying the barbecue. Look at happy mom. Look at Hop with those skewers. This is the one time that animation is acceptable, which is when he's holding 2 giant skewers in his hands, and he's freaking out about how good the skewers are. That is the only time I think that weird animation is acceptable for Hop. And then he does it again like 20 other times in the game, but that's okay. Alolan Marowak is an isekai. How deep are we going with this mom joke? You two are getting on alright, maybe even a bit. But Mom's made fast friends with her Sabo too. Yay, success. We've accomplished the mom thing. Then listen up, new trainers. Believe in yourself and your Pokemon. If you trust in one another and carry on battling, blah 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 blah. If you think Mom might be able to challenge you, then I guess she's my first rival. But I'm not planning to lose to her and miss out on my chance to beat the champion. Okay. Let's see how you battle. Yes, let's battle Hop. This is not my first battle ever. Also, gamers, I have the realization that I don't know, I haven't looked at how much other people have played through this game. But I've done at least like 26 runs. This is like 28th run of Sword Shield. I think I've battled Hop the most, like world record amount of times, like humans in existence. I think I've battled Hop the most times. Also might have played through this game the most amount of times than anyone ever. So hello, welcome to Sword and Shield PTSD. This game is like burned into my brain now. Alright, let's beat up the sheep. I never like beating up the sheep, but the game makes me beat up the sheep. You've lost count of the number of your Sword and Shield runs. You did a run beginning with a... See, here's the thing though, if you did a run for every type, you'd only have done 18 runs. That's the thing. I'm almost at 30. I've basically done a run of this game for every year of my existence on this planet. Like, that's wild. And you know, I was thinking this morning, I'm like, well, I could do a Professor Magnolia run. I could do a Sonia run. I was thinking Sonia might just be like a dog mom kind of person, where she uses doggy Pokemon, and then she has the shiny like Serena, and Serena's like the one that walks the dogs. You just like think of like a fashionable lady with a bunch of dogs, and that's Sonia. I have done 2 Steel type runs technically, because Rose and his brother are both like Steel type. Okay, and then we get our water gun. We get to take this guy down. What about can you beat Pokemon Sword and Shield as Vasko? I want to do that, but at the same time, I'm like, what if I do a walkthrough playthrough of this game on a separate channel, because it's gonna kill this channel if I do a walkthrough on it. Unfortunately, the algorithm's not very nice. So if anytime I do like playthroughs on this channel, it just kills the channel. So I'm just like, you know, if I do, it's gonna be a separate channel. So I haven't decided yet, but. Sorry, you meant you've played it a lot, not as a flying type trainer. It's okay, you're good. In the anime, she has a Rookidee, that is true. But we can ignore that. Or we can use it at the start until the dogs show up. But then think about the doggy Pokemon, and there's type No that they give you at the end of the game. And I never use it in a run because it's like a late game Pokemon, but like what if I had a good reason to use type No in a run, you know? Like during a run and not as a post-game Pokemon. And it makes sense for Sonia, because then they'd be like, oh, you're a researcher? Here, take this. Take this mutant Pokemon that we stole from the Alola region. Totally makes sense, right? Okay, now... Oh, we still have like a long sequence here. We have that long sequence where we gotta go talk to the dogs in the forest. they really could have done better writing in this. Crash. That was a loud crash. Mom, did you hear that just now? Mommy, there was a sound downstairs. Go check on it. If it's a killer, you die first. The gate's open and the Wooloo that was there. The Wooloo that was there was tackling the fence pretty hard earlier. I never made a video about this, but I have a theory that this Wooloo wasn't real and it was like hypnotized by the dogs so that it would attract potentially like good trainers to get the dog's powers. And maybe our house was abandoned and her mom bought it for very cheap. But also I want you guys to know that, wait, Hop, shut up, Hop. There's a second Badoo up there. There's two of them. See? Now we have two Badoo. They multiplied. Multiple Badoo. Alright, we're gonna go through the forest. This is the weird part of the game. I recently played Sword, and that is one of my major complaints. The start of the game until the first gym goes way too long. Yeah, it's like a solid like 1 to 2 hour adventure. Ma, there's some weird Wooloo outside. It looks like Grandma. No! Grandma! I was wondering why bros didn't just freaking call Leon for a Wooloo mess. Well, Leon would get lost. Even though... I don't... This was a major complaint about the game. But like... every route is pretty much a straight line. So my question to Leon is, how does he get lost when it's literally a straight line? Like, how do you... Can somebody explain to me that part? Like, I understand if they added like a lot of like maze-like routes, and then you'd be like, ah yeah, Leon, he's bad at directions, hahaha, he accidentally spent 3 hours on Route 2. But like, Route 2 is literally a straight line to Magnolia's house. So like, how does that happen, you know? They should add an option to skip the... Yeah, like if you've already been the game once, just give you the option to skip it. That'd be nice. Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday, Z-King. Hope you're doing good. What do you mean BFGF? I don't... What are you guys asking? Husband and wife? What is happening? What am I being asked here? Leon can't see straight lines. They're just invisible. You know, that makes no sense, but it would be funny. The Galar government made the region linear so Leon wouldn't be lost all the time. I like that better. That's a good headcanon. Rose was sick of Leon being late for everything, so he's just like, alright, we're just gonna flatten every single route so that it's a straight line. That way, Leon has no excuse for being lost. Oh, the Badoo. Are they a couple of Badoo? Yeah, I'm gonna try to like a female male Badoo. I was thinking more like brother and sister, but you guys are like shipping the Badoo, so I don't know. I don't know what to do with this. What is this, Amazon? A lot of free shipping going on right now. Go part way, think... Wait, I should be there by now. I must have gotten lost and then turn around. You know, I actually did that by accident when I visited Britain once. So when I go to London... Actually, the first time I was flying into London, I was looking out the plane as the plane was landing, and I saw this, like, pagoda. I was like, wait, this is like a Japan thing. Why is there a pagoda in London? So then I asked my aunt about it, and we googled it, and it turns out there's a big botanical garden called the Kew Botanical Gardens. Fun fact, PewDiePie had his wedding at the Kew Botanical Gardens. So I was like, ooh, I would like to go to the Kew Botanical Gardens. And so I got on a train. I got on a train. And I got off the station and I looked at the map, and the map was like, ah yeah, the Botanical Gardens, they're like right across the street. Just turn and go straight. And I turned and I went straight, and I walked for like a solid like 10 minutes, and I'm like, why haven't I reached these gardens yet? I've been going in a straight line this whole time. It turns out I was supposed to cross the street first and then turn. It was like on the other side of the station, so I thought I was on the right side. I was on the left side of the station. So literally, I was in Britain. I went in a straight line and I got lost. Maybe being in a straight line can also mean you can get lost if you're going in the opposite direction. You could see Nintendo doing it as an answer to the MG manipulation. Perhaps. Yeah, they don't want you to like shiny hunt or stuff. I don't know. Wait, what are we doing? We're playing as Mum. We're playing as Mum, but right now we're lost in the woods. There's a strange doggy. He doesn't have his dog toy, which happens to be a sword. Also, this music kind of slaps. I like the wolf music. Like this. It's so muffled though, but I like it. The first time I heard it, I was like, this is so cringe. But then I was like, you know, this kind of slaps. This kind of slaps. And then the other funny thing about me being in London for a while is like people started asking me for directions. Like British people were asking me for directions. And I'm like, do I look British? I don't think I do. And the worst part is, I'm more lost than they are, but somehow I knew where they wanted to get to, but I didn't know where I was going. There's this lady, she was like with a little kid, she's like in a stroller, and she's like, do you know where the park is? And I'm like, what do you mean the park? She's like, I'm supposed to meet up with a friend here, but I can't find the park. And I'm like, what? Why? Then the funny thing is I had passed by a park, so I was like, she's probably talking about that park, so I gave her the directions. I'm like, why? I don't know, it's weird. I've had weird adventures. When I leave the house, and then instead of leaving the house, I just stay at home all day playing video games, which is I need to balance it out a little bit. Now I'm envisioning his sword as like a squeaky plush toy. Yeah, he's like, squeaky squeaky, I am strong, fear me. I think Zacian is supposed to be a girl, like it states that she's supposed to be the older sister to Zamazenta, perhaps. Penny and Galerwen. I don't know. Maybe if I want to avoid playing Sword and Shield, Scarlet Violet that much, I'll do a Penny, and that's how you know I'm really avoiding Scarlet and Violet. If I do the Scarlet Violet characters in a non-Scarlet and Violet game. Should I do a Violet for ground type gym leader? You could, yeah. There was that one town that had like the excavation site, and there's like a whole battle arena on it, and then there's like no battles happen there. That made me so sad. You guys know what town I'm talking about, right? Like, not Iono, but there's like a town after Iono's that's like near the digging site. Axel Pickaxe, I forget its name. It's like the least visited town. Zapapico, yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Is the Butterfree gone? Nope. This Butterfree still trespassing. Still trespassing. What are we thinking on the Butterfree, gamers? What do we think about the Butterfree? Is that a mum Pokemon? It could be like a temporary Pokemon maybe if we get stuck. Mummy! Mum! Mum! Well now, isn't Sabo just a sweetheart? Aw, you can keep it. Ah yes, I heard the news from young Leon. I'm glad someone bothered to tell me. Uh-oh, off to Wedgehurst, aren't you? Here we are, a bit of pocket money for your journey. Buy yourself a little something at the Pokemon Center. Maybe some potions or something. Remember that Sabo will battle to the very end for you. This creature will die. For you. So be nice to it. He will literally die. So don't go pushing the poor deer too hard. Wah. And you, Sabo, look after my little mum. This feels like we're being sent off to a retirement home right now. Come here and rest anytime you need. After all, east or west, home is best. Heck yeah, it is, Mum. 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 It's weird that they put the table there because you want to get like a nice shot of Mum, but you can't because there's a table in the way. Sometimes if you want to get like a good, I did this for the ball guy one. Like you kind of stand like behind ball guy and you get a good angle of. But it doesn't work with Mum. This is just a very strange angle. This is a very strange angle that they give us. Okay, alright Mom, we're leaving. Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye. We'll miss you. Art people, please do Art of Puppy's Asha and Zamazenta for... Yeah, that would be cute. I do it myself, but I can't draw. Yeah, I should learn how to draw, but then I just work on videos all the time instead. I'm reading the chat now. Now I'm like confused at what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I'm confused. It doesn't make any sense. Okay. She might have an apple, and yeah, I was also kind of thinking that because she does have apples on the table. And I mean maybe Dad. How do British people say Dad? Dad? Daddy? Da? I'm trying to think like what would Nia say? This is why is Nia Xenoblade my reference for British people? I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be Scottish. I'm sorry. Same as Americans. Okay. I also think it's funny, this guy, he replaces a sign. There was a sign right there, like this kind of sign that says welcome to the town of Wedgehurst. And then if you talk to him, he's like, yeah, there used to be a sign here. I just remembered what the sign here used to say. He's just a sign that talks. He's a talking sign. No, Welsh actually. Oh no. And this is how I permanently got Brexited from existence. Morag is the one who's supposed to be Scottish, I see. Have you played Ultra Kill? No, I don't know what Ultra Kill is. Also, this lab I think looks very pretty. And I kind of wish they gave us like some free camera movement in here, because look at all the books. I like books. There's a lot of books in this library. Evil Badoo, Hop stole my cat. What? what am I reading? What do you mean Hop stole your cat? Ultra Kill is a Doom, Blade Runner, and PS1 graphics. Ooh. I don't think I've played Doom or Blade Runner, so I don't know what the game style is. Looking for another never before seen super strong Pokemon? I wish you'd stop with these outlandish requests. It is interesting that Leon is asking Sonia for finding Pokemon for him. Because weren't they rivals? Good to see you too, Yamper. Yamper here is a real champ when it comes to helping you find your way. Okay, this is Sonia. He likes the way she cooks. Which is a weird introduction indeed. But yeah, there. Welcome, Sonia. Nice to meet you. This is Mum. This is Mum. Hello, Sonia. I'd like for you to meet Mum. Mum, Sonia, Mum. Some people might think she's my girlfriend, but I can't see straight, so I don't know. Maybe she's not. There was a joke in there somewhere, I promise. Was it an appropriate joke? I don't think so. Sigh, who does he think I am? He's always got his head in the clouds. No wonder he gets lost all the time. Oh, looks like you got a Rotom phone. Hey there, Rotom. Wait, do we get a Rotom? Because technically Rotom phone Rotom, there is a Rotom in our phone? Can we fight people with our phone? Can we throw phones at Pokemon? Can our smartphone become champion? and then I name all of the Pokemon after various apps. Like Duolingo and Twitter. But Twitter gets removed from the team because he's now X. I feel like I've always seen a Rookidee here. But then there is no Rookidee anywhere. But I feel like I've seen a Rookidee in this lab. But yeah, I kind of wish we could look around more. It is what it is. He's too tall, that's why he gets lost. I see, not enough blood flow. Makes sense. Alright, and this guy randomly gives us a potion. Our mom was like, buy a potion. But then this strange man, he gave us a potion, so I mean, now I can go shopping for clothing. Who needs potions? No, Hop, no, Hop, no, Hop, please, I don't want to go shopping for potions. No, he's gonna make me go to the Pokemon Center. Please. Come on, Mum. You've never been inside a Pokemon Center. Mum, I know it's in the neighboring town and you just garden all the time. Mum. Level with me, Mum. Is this your first time in a Pokemon Center? Why would I say yes? Why would I ever say yes? Of course not. Then I don't think you need me to tell you what you already know. So instead, this guy will tell you what you already know. The illusion of choice. Pokemon games. I'm heading to Route 2, Mum. Come find me. Maybe when you're done here, Mum. Alright, bye, Hop. I want to leave. I'm leaving. This music slaps. All right, we're going shopping, clothing shopping. That is, we gotta dress like Mum. We gotta dress like Mum. She's got them blue jeans. Well, she has like a raincoat, but like the closest we can get in this game is a. It's not a raincoat. It's the opposite of a rain. It's a raincoat for your pants. It's the thing fishermen wear. I forget what it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. Now I have to look up reference for Mum. What does Mum look like? Pokemon Mum. Yeah, that's some good. I might I might ask someone to borrow their art. Anyways, let's see. So she has like I mean, I kind of want to keep the top blue, but she has like this like almost tan shirt. I don't think there's a tan hoodie. There's a tan. Was I literally looking at the tan hoodie and then went, oh, there's no tan hoodie? And then we do like a blue shirt, so it kind of looks like it's the continuation of the jumper? Is it a jumper? Is jumper the word I'm thinking of? We're gonna give her a jumper. I think jumper is the word I'm thinking of. And then, I don't know about her shoes. She got like the pretty rain boots. I don't think... I mean, like these white loafers are the closest we're gonna get to the rain boots. overalls, I guess. And we gotta change the socks because now they don't match. We gotta get some high socks. Like she has a little. Well, now it looks weird. So it's just gonna be. What? Where's the white socks? High socks white. Why is there no white option for the high socks? Why did they do this? And then there's cropped leggings, so they don't cover the leg. The ankle. We gotta hide the ankle, you know? We have them already? I'm just gonna do compression tights. That looks close enough. And then we technically, the hat and the bag are Mom's. So actually we won't change those. Those are perfectly fine. But we do gotta get her some glasses, you know? She wears the glasses. I think it's these, but I'm gonna check if there's like a different model. Nope, it's these. I don't know, does this look mum enough? What do you gamers think? Or should I like change the hoodie situation? I just take the hoodie off completely and give her like a tan loose top. Urban smog shirt. I'm gonna buy it anyways. We're not gonna wear this, but I'm gonna buy it. Wait, now now I'm wearing it. You could also have the stripe top. That's pretty fashionable. I should stop buying random. I'm gonna run out of money in the game, and then I'm gonna actually want to buy like something that is supposed to look like what she's wearing. Because I'm pretty sure they have like dress shirts in the next town, and I'm just gonna look not correct. I'm gonna... Hi, car quest. Hi, Hoenn. Like, hear me out. What if I take this off? Like, now this looks too fashion. This... What do you guys think? Hoodie or no hoodie? Why do we have so many tops? Hoodie? You guys are saying hoodie? And then just do the tan top and hoodie. Okay. Alright. Wait, no, it was the navy top. Alright, we're gonna go with this for now. This is Mum. We're probably gonna change her shirt in the next town, but before that, we need to get our starter Pokemon. We haven't even made it that far. Bro, what run do I do next? Swordbird and Shieldbird, because I don't want to do that run. So someone else should do it. And I recommend you do it instead of me. Because I don't want to play a Swordbird or Shieldbird. No thank you. Swordward or Shieldbird. Ooh, so you guys know how you're like, oh, Sonia has a Rookidee? I have a theory about what happened to her Rookidee. Hear me out. I keep saying that, but let's see. Alright, so when you go to Route 2, if you haven't caught any Pokemon in this game, so they do this cool thing. I actually like this. But it's like if you've interacted with the mechanic, they don't show it off. But they only do this like this one time. So if you haven't caught any Pokemon, like up until Route 2, and you roll up to Route 2, you're like, hi, Hop, this is Route 2, the straight line. Over here, Mum. And then Leon shows up and he's like, oh, I'm here to teach you how to catch Pokemon. And then he goes to do the catching thing. I think I'm misremembering. Yeah, so he has a Rookidee here. Right, you go to catch a Wooloo, and he has Sonia's Rookidee. She gave him... This is a level 10 Rookidee. Wild Rookidee, they're not level 10. This is Sonia's Pokemon. We can't look at original trainer here, because I don't have any controls over what's happening, but I'm sure. If only I had a camera on and you could see how weird of a pose I'm making right now. But I am sure that is Sonia's Rookidee. That's what happened to her Rookidee. She gave it to Leon. So if I do a run as Sonia, she doesn't have the Rookidee because she gave it to Leon. But what does she get in exchange for the rookie? Perhaps a rare Pokemon, a rare dog that he caught in the Isle of Armor, or perhaps the Ground Tundra because he got lost, because he went on a straight line, and he ended up on the other side of Galar. Can Wooloo become champion? Unfortunately not. I wish. Nah, if you spam a lot of X attacks, it could, but... Nah. Now, Double, that's a different story. Double is, like, ridiculously overpowered. Because you have the Con Guard Body Press combo, and, like, it destroys, like, most Pokemon in the game. Except for, like, flying types that are, like, like, the few Pokemon that are immune to, like, fighting type moves. But other than that, like, Double is, like, actually goated. Even though he's sheep, he's goated. She can get the type no. Yeah, maybe that's how she gets the type no. Maybe. I also realized this is the one game where I don't really have a lot of shiny Pokemon from the character runs, because they don't appear as shiny in the overworld. Whereas in Scarlet and Violet and the Let's Go games, they do appear as shiny. So I've caught like multiple shinies in those runs, but 0 shinies in Sword and Shield. Very unfortunate. Maybe a Butterfree or Zubat, since Sonia has a drawing of them in her room. Maybe. Ooh, you're right. It could just be the Pokemon she's drawn. It could. Happy time zones, AV. Hope you're doing good. Can Zeus become champion? I would consider until you think about everything Zeus has done. I just say Zeus has a lot of children. So no, I will not be doing a Zeus run. Leon accidentally walked into a Lola on his way to Wind and got a type no from the Aether Foundation. They're just like, who is this guy? Why did he take our type no? I don't know, but somebody should stop him. And then they try to stop him, and he just pulls out his Dynamax Charizard and like, what is going on here? We can fight a normal Charizard, but a giant Charizard? We can't touch that guy. And then he flies off into the distance. That being Galar. Galar's the distance. He just ended up on the wrong island. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, like, not only is this route a straight line, you can literally see where you want to go. Like, it goes to Magnolia's house. You literally see the destination the whole time you're on this route. It's within... How do you get lost here? Maybe that's why Leon is friends with Sonia, because he didn't get lost going to her house. And that's the only place in the whole region he can get to without getting lost. Because he could see where he's going the whole time. Even if he can't see straight lines, he can see the house. Which is right there. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Hello, Kieran fan. Lily sees Leon challenge Gladion. Who are you? What if Gladion was named after Leon? What if Lucamine met Leon when they were young and she was so impressed that she named her son after him? But she was like, "No, I'm gonna give him a different name because Leon sounds kind of cringe." And she was glad that she made Leon, so she called him Glad Eon. Get it? Glad Eon. Ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Anyways. You've decided to do a 2-type gym leader. Ooh, fun. Lucamine was just bad at spelling. That could also happen. That could also happen. Would Gladion have an Inteleon? I don't know. So I'm gonna use Bind because I know this thing uses a thing that lowers your like special attack. But I guess he didn't use the move, so it doesn't matter. And I need to know what starter I should choose because I'm doing it in Violet. My go-to in Scarlet Violet is the cat. I don't know if that's a wise idea though, but it really depends on what you want to fight a bunch of times against Nemona. Because like, Nemona is gonna have the weaker, but like when it evolves, it becomes, all of them are very strong, so it's like, if you're doing a steel type run, you might not want to be up against, like if you're doing a steel type run, you might want to fight the cat on Nemona's team, if that makes sense. So kind of think about what typing you're gonna use, and then how much of a challenge you want. Because if you want Nemona to be difficult, you can intentionally pick the one that's gonna like destroy you, and then you can suffer like I do, or you could just have fun. You should choose the fun option. Trust. It's more enjoyable that way. You're doing a steel and ground type run. Yeah, in that case, if you pick the cat, Nemona will be the most difficult for you. Like, that's the hardest Nemona can be. Because the duck has a water and fighting type move, so it can counter both types. It really depends on how much of a challenge you're going for. Look, there's the professor. Could Professor Magnolia become champion? Hear me out. Hear me out. She's old. She's retired. She has a Dynamax band. She got nothing better to do. So what if she goes around the region using all the Gigantamax versions that we don't see in the game? Because there's a bunch of Gigantamax versions that were never used like in game for anything. Like there's the Butterfree, there's the Kingler, there's the Sandaconda. Pretty sure we don't see a Gigantamax Snorlax. I forget if the Morimoto fight, he Dynamaxes the Snorlax, but he doesn't Gigantamax it for some reason. That was like a perfect opportunity for them to do that, but they didn't. So there is like at least 4 Pokemon that have a Gigantamax. Oh, the Orbeetle as well. That's 5. I'm trying. There's like 1 more Gigantamax. I think there were more Gigantamax forms that aren't used than can fit on a team. So I could do a Magnolia run using those Pokemon. I could. But will I? Find out on the next episode of me avoiding playing Scarlet and Violet at any costs. Including doing a run as a retired professor. If you want to do... hear me out, number 4. It's not that bad, is it? How about can Athena become champion? She ain't got no kids. I guess. She'd use fighting types. Isn't that just the B run? Isn't B technically Athena in a way? Does anyone except me? Because I'm graduated member of Team... I don't know what Team Sky is, but okay. What happened? What about ZA? Well, ZA is not gonna come out until like December. So like, I should pace myself. Pacing myself is a good idea. I just realized. By the way, for those who might, you guys have been hanging out in chat for a while. I don't know if you saw this thing, this little goal thing, the stretch goal. So we met. Spoilers. We met the first goals for Season 3. So, Season 3 confirmed. I've already recorded... Checks my watch that I don't have on my hand. Because I haven't charged it. I've already recorded 3 runs. Ooh, she has a Churro. She has a Churro! She has a Churro! That's her starter Pokemon! I've already recorded 3 of the runs. Oh, I love so many books. It's so pretty. Yeah, she does have Butterfree and Zubat. Did we ever figure out what map this is? What is this a map of? Anyways. I forget where I was going with this. But yeah, Season 3 is in production. If we do reach the stretch goal, which I'll probably have like maybe until 2 or 3 more weeks, we'll add like 2 more trainers, top 2. So something interesting about Magnolia's house is that she has foul play in her backyard, which makes me wonder. Oh, she has payback actually. She has payback. I'm wondering I'm wondering who did her dirty. Who's getting the payback from Magnolia, you know? Maybe a map of Kalos. Take it you don't care for Scarlet Violet, I don't blame you. I personally think it was just a poorly made... I don't think I hate the game, but it's just one of those things where it's just so glitchy for me personally to where it's not enjoyable to play through as this many times. And then the other thing I realized is that a lot of people didn't play through the game that are like in my audience, if that makes sense. Like, some people put up with it and enjoyed it, and like the story's pretty good in Scarlet Violet. I'd say it has probably one of the best stories in Pokemon. Of like the recent games, I think like Sun and Moon is the only one that beats it in terms of like good story writing. But the good story is great like the first time you play it. The 20th time you play it, you already know the story, so like you can't rely on story, you rely on gameplay. So I'm kind of hoping when the Switch 2 releases, they did say that there will be like a graphical update for Scarlet and Violet, and I'm really hoping they also fix some of the glitches. Because if the game isn't as glitchy, I'll probably do the Team Star runs. Realistically, like that's whenever I get to them, but like I'll probably do Team Star as long as the game isn't as glitchy on the Switch 2. Like that is my one condition. Because it's like, I don't know, it's not fun for me to play it when the game is like lagging like crazy, when I'm just trying to walk around the world. Like, it's fine the first time, it's fine if it's like a one run or if I'm trying to shiny hunt, but it's just not enjoyable. And that's it. You love the game, but you don't really have any glitches. Yeah, so like the people who don't have glitches, from what I've seen, or they don't mind the glitches as much, so it doesn't matter. Alright, what is the best generation of Pokemon? Gen 2. I'm a Gen 2er guy. If they drop a Johto remake, I'm gonna be happy. There's gonna be a lot of Johto runs. Because I do love me the Johto region. Now also for Season 3, well, Team Rocket's involved. There's only... Is there only one? Yes, there's only one game on the Switch that has Team Rocket in it. So you can take a guess as to which game that'll be. Or you know, if you watch the Giovanni streams, you know what game it is. Scarlet Violet was your first games and it was pretty good. You've grown more into Sword and Shield. Yeah, like Sword and Shield is just more finished. Realistically, like it's not as glitchy. I know the trees look bad, but like it doesn't glitch while you play it. Okay, so we have defeated the Triple Fisher stream. Yes, yes, that's the one. Maybe it's because you played on the Switch Lite. Maybe, I don't know. It comes down to luck and stuff, but we'll see. My one concern is that like future Pokemon games, like maybe not ZA. ZA is more like a spin-off title, but like the Gen 10 game or any future remakes they make, my concern is that they're gonna cost like $80 as well. Which might scare a lot of people away from Pokemon if the games cost $80 and they're just as unfinished as Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, so you've never crashed in Scarlet and Violet? It's crashed on me like at least 3 times. Seeing anything red, white, and green, the neuron activated. Exactly. Exactly. I'm like, me? Is this me? This never happens. But also, yes, language. Thank you. When I think about it, the type of your gym, maybe flying ground might work. There is one flying ground type Pokemon I can think of. But yeah. Mom, Hop, after seeing a match like that, I have to give you a letter of recommendation. I recommend my mom to become champion. I think the $80 price tag is very likely, though I hope the longer development time. See, that's the concern, right? The concern is the price goes up, but the quality of the game doesn't. Because, I mean, again, I've talked to a lot of, like, my adult friends that are, like, in their almost 30s who are gamers. And all of them are like, yeah, like, I just couldn't. Like, I dropped Scarlet and Violet. Some of them just straight up didn't buy it because they saw the reviews of how glitchy it was. So it's just like, if the game's more complete, which it should be. We should be releasing complete games, not just Pokemon. This is just video games in general. The video games that come out should be playable on release date. That is very important. But yeah, like the Switch 2 is in a bit of a danger if it launches $80 games that are incomplete, because then people are gonna lose their faith in Nintendo. Because their whole thing for the high price is like, yes, we believe in our quality. We've put hard work into this. The games are gonna be good. And that's why they're $80. We put a lot of hard work into it. But like from the consumer perspective, it doesn't matter how hard you worked on it. What matters is like how enjoyable it is to play. You know, so it's kind of like a 50-50. You gotta give and take a little bit. It also means they gotta manage better the game production. I know one friend who didn't complete their copy of Violet, but they aren't a Pokemon fan as well. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I think I should do some runs on Scarlet Violet. I think it might be a good break from like the 11 runs. Yes, absolutely. Take a break. Play a different video game. Play Monster Hunter. That's not on the Switch, unfortunately. Well, Monster Hunter Rise is on the Switch, but not Monster Hunter Wilds. Give Mom and me the power to Dynamax our Pokemon. Alright, so this is a question for you guys. Does Mom Dynamax her Pokemon? Does she have the ability to Dynamax? Because Ball Guy, he doesn't get a Dynamax band, so he didn't Dynamax. But what about Mom? Does Mom get the Dynamax? What do you think? Like, would she get the band? Like, I know Sonia and the Professor have the band, but like, with the Mom, do we just... I'm trying to think what the story is. Maybe we go, hey Mom, I thought I wanted to be a trainer, but I did it for like 10 minutes. And I battled the 2 kids on Route 2, and I didn't like it, so here's my Dynamax band, here's my Pokemon, you go be champion now. That's such a kid thing to do. You know, it's like, hi, I wanna be professional artist, and then they draw a little house, and the house, they can't even draw a square, and they're like, actually, I don't want to be artist anymore. And then they give all the art materials to Mom, and they're like, Mom, you be the artist now. So we do have the Dynamax band as the kid, right? As the child, we have the Dynamax band. We could just give it to our mom. We could. Like, most people don't have a Dynamax band, but we could just give it to Mom. I think... wait, you guys agree with me? Makes sense? Haven't seen a Dynamax Pokemon in Sword and Shield videos in ages. I see. Who doesn't want to see their Pokemon raised to be big and strong? Ooh, Lily, you just sold me with that quote right there. I'm copying that. I'm gonna use this in the video, and I'm not gonna credit you, but you're gonna know, and everyone else. Because I can't just in the video go, oh, here's this quote. By the way, this person from chat made it. Like, that would break the flow. But I'm telling you right now that this is a good mom video quote. Oh gosh, my computer's breaking. Lily. Who doesn't want to see their Pokemon raised to be big and strong? That is such a good quote. That is a great quote. Scarlet Violet is my favorite games. The DLC sold of... Oh yes, the DLC in Scarlet and Violet. Chef kiss. Great story. Absolutely amazing. I wish it wasn't spoiled for me by all the leakers, but it was good. Okay, and then I'm gonna save the game, and now I'm gonna confuse the heck out of you guys, because, as it turns out, Mommy, she doesn't have Baby on the team, she has Munchlax, so we need to get a Munchlax on our team. And you might be wondering, how do we get a Munchlax on the team? How do you get the right starter Pokemon for these characters? And this is where I take off one switch. This is where I flex the fact that I have 2 switches. And the reason I have 2 switches is... Oh wait, I didn't turn on the second switch. Well, now this is awkward. This is awkward because I didn't turn on the second switch. But the reason why I have 2 switches is not because I am swimming in riches. It is because it's because my dock broke for the first Switch, so I couldn't. It wouldn't send signal from the dock, and I needed to send signal from the dock in order to be able to record videos. And a new dock costs like $150 to $200, while a new Switch costs $300. So I'm like, that's a lot of money. I might as well just get a second console. And I guess I'm gonna have 3 Switches because Nintendo Switch 2. So, but this is the Leon run. This is from the Leon video. I am doing a mom stream. Yes, hello. But yeah, so usually what I do to get the Pokemon I need, and this might spoil another run I'm doing. You know, you're gonna get spoiled. I wonder who uses Skarmory, Lileep, Aeron, and Anorith. I really wonder, and don't look at the Beldum. I wonder who uses these Pokemon. And here's the Feebas I bred for, I think it was the Oleana run. I was like, I'm not about to grind this out for like 20 hours just to get the right gender. Let's see, do we even have a Snorlax? That's the other question. I might need to go catch a Snorlax. I do not own a Snorlax on this game, so I need to go get a Snorlax. Why are all my guys locked? How do I free them? Hold on, I got this, I got it, free the Dragapult. Free the Aegislash. Free the Toe. I didn't even put them on the right. It's okay, they can just be freed by putting them out into the wild. Okay. And now I gotta go back into the boxes because I'm bad at manuing. Actually, what does this dog have? What move do you have, dog? Oh, he has Nuzzle. That's a good move. Well, he can just rest, so it doesn't matter. Alright, dog, chill. We're gonna get Sword with us. We'll bring Seismitoad. We'll bring Haxorus. We'll bring Dragapult. I mean, yeah. And then we're actually gonna lead with the Sword. And then we're gonna go catch a Snorlax in the wilds. Have I watched the Minecraft movie yet? No. I don't watch movies. I don't go to the movie theater. I haven't gone to the movie theater in probably like half a decade. Yeah, it's been like 5 or 6 years since I last went to a movie theater. I don't know. There used to be a time where I went to the movies a lot. But then I don't know. The movies got very predictable. So like the writers at Hollywood or whoever the heck is producing all the movies, they seem to use like the same formula for writing. This was before COVID. I stopped going before COVID. COVID was just like a reassurance that like, yeah, there's no point in me going. But I don't know. I used to like go watch like every movie that released. Funny enough, it was because I was in a relationship and it was just like a good date thing to do, like just go watch movies. But I don't know. We watched a lot of movies, but then after a while, the movies started to get very predictable. Like they would get extremely predictable to the point where I'm like, all right, like why am I even here? I'm just like sitting here watching a thing that I already know exactly what's gonna happen. Like, sometimes there's cool jokes, some movies are a little bit creative here and there, but like, in general, they became very predictable. So I was just like, you know, I'm just not enjoying movies as much, so I just kind of stopped going to watch them. Just wasn't for me. Dang, he broke out. Hello, hi Blonde. Out of curiosity, why did a mom run in Sword? Nothing wrong with that. But I thought you would have done shield. No, there's room for only one mum in this run. Only one mum. And oh, we have false swipe? But yeah, I don't know. I'll probably watch the Minecraft movie on a plane. because I want to go visit my grandparents, but it probably won't be available on a plane until next year. This is a bad idea because he has a very high special defense. So usually when I watch movies, I just watch them on like the flight to Europe. There's like a solid, the sun is warming up. Because like the flight from the US to Europe is about 8 hours and I can't sleep on the flight. So I can watch like a solid like 3 to 4 movies that are half decent. And it's a great, I mean, it's not the big screen, it's the small screen on the table in front of me where the guy in front of me smacks his seat all the way back, so it's like 2 inches away from my face, but it feels like a big screen in that situation. Alright. Do I want to hit it with False Start? Might as well, right? Just get him to 1 HP. I missed a very strong Pokemon. Where? What if I catch it in a Nest Ball? I never catch Pokemon in Nest Balls. I never used the Nest Ball. I see why I never used the Nest Ball now. It's nighttime in this game, right? What about the Dust Ball? Can I? Okay, maybe it's not nighttime yet. Maybe. Don't be so sure that movies won't be available. Deadpool Wolverine was on the UK flight, and that's only a couple months old. Ooh, okay, so maybe I'll watch the Minecraft movie on my way back to the US. How do I? Too soon for timer balls. Why does Leon have no balls? Where's your balls, Leon? What is this? You're not giving me many options in terms of what I can do here. Will you do a face reveal? I don't know. As of late, I kind of started thinking about it, potentially, but I don't know yet. No contest. It's the Leon run! Where'd the balls at? You know? The Pokeballs. Fine boom. The sleeping Pokemon. This Pokemon's stomach is so strong, even eating moldy or rotten food will not affect it. You give it a nickname now. Alright, now the other thing we need is that if you breed a Snorlax, you're gonna get another Snorlax. So I need Lax Incense. Where does one acquire a Lax Incense in this game? Hulbury. Of course it's gonna be Nessa's town. Of course it's gonna be in Nessa's backyard. Yeah. Yeah, if you... Wait, why am I camping? I pushed the wrong buttons. I pushed the wrong button sequence. Oh no. I've doofed. Is it a shop or is it like one of those little booths at the bottom? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like the little booths. I think that's where Nessa's mom works. Head canon, not real canon. But like, you know, we're here in Hulbury, and then they got a little farmers market. See, little farmer market. Farmer market. And I think Nessa's mom works like on this record shop or something like that. I don't know. Ooh. God. Wait. Hold on. I need to read this again. Got a whiff of that fragrance? How about some incense for you, boy? Oh gosh. Why does she talk like that? I feel insulted. I feel like she's talking down to me. I don't want to give her one of my million Poké-dollars to buy a Lax Incense. Alright, we're gonna buy a Lax Incense anyways. And what are we doing? We're breeding a Snorlax. I mean, we're breeding a Munchlax. We're breeding Snorlax to get a Munchlax. She's a hippie, don't read too much into it. I hope so. That sounded very condescending, the way she's talking. Okay, and then we're gonna fly back to our favorite town. Turfield. Heck yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna fly straight to the Pokemon Center. Not the center. The daycare. It's nice there. Because they care. At the daycare. Anyways, hi daycare lady, you want this egg? No, throw it away. In this economy, actually don't throw it away. You can eat it. Alright, we're gonna take out Beldum. You're just a dumbbell. We don't care about dumbbell. And then we're gonna give her a Pokemon. Which Pokemon do you want? Have Snorlax. He likes to take naps. He will eat that egg, and he will enjoy it. Okay, and then let's get rid of everyone else on the team because we don't need these guys. I remember there was like a thing where it's like if you have the flame body ability, the eggs hatch faster. I forget. There's like a lot of there's a lot of silliness that goes on in these games, but this has Flash Fire. It doesn't even have the right ability. It's just a fire type. Now it's not a mod. I literally am gonna trade the Pokemon over that I need. I don't mod the Switch because Nintendo does not like it when you mod their consoles. And a lot of the big creators, they get away with it because they're like in a creator group. So it's almost like a union. They're like, well, Nintendo, if you try to shut one of us down, you lose all this content that people are watching Pokemon on. So then they just don't. I'm not part of that. So Nintendo can and likely will bean me if I do something like that. So I don't. Also, it's just funny for me to see what can I do within the bounds of the game, you know? I'm always curious what you can do within the bounds of the game, because, you know, once you start modding, there's infinite possibilities. But what are the possibilities that are already there? What about those possibilities? Flame body or magma armor? Yeah, I don't got either of those. I think it's blaze, flame. So now I'm seeing different things. You did a lot of shiny egg hunting in Scarlet Violet. Why did that town look different? It's probably because it's nighttime in this game. Just because I mess with the clock from time to time. If I need to change like the weather in the wild area. In my opinion, I feel like challenge runs in Sword and Shield are way more fun than Scarlet Violet. Yeah, because it's a more direct path. Like, you know which way you need to go. The Scarlet Violet, in terms of difficulty, is actually much harder than Sword and Shield. Because those Starmobiles, they're very overpowered. But sometimes it's a bit too difficult, to the point where it's like, alright, well, there's just nothing I can do here. Whereas I think the difficulty in Sword and Shield hits just right, to where it's enjoyable, but challenging at times. But it doesn't feel like impossible. Being able to change textures, stuff like that, I guess. Will I do a character in any pre-Gen 8 game? Yes. Well, if it's ported to a Nintendo console, yes. So Season 3, I mean, that's gonna be in Gen 1, but it's gonna be like post-Gen 8, Gen 1. Which is such a weird way to describe Gen 8, but it is what it is. You guys know what I mean. This is the Switch version of Kanto. I know they're all Nintendo, unlike Switch or later consoles that I actually am able to record footage on. You're starting a rock-themed run in Scarlet. Ooh, fun. It's 6 HP against Eri. You won the fight, but it was close. Yeah, the Eri fight is especially difficult. Because her Pokemon has that one ability that like boosts its defense every time you hit it. And then it also has like a setup move. It was like the gear grind one. It really grinds my gears. Where it's like she gets an attack boost and a speed boost. And I'm just like, what the heck? Like, I know Eri's supposed... I want to see if it's shiny. I know it's never shiny, but like I always want to check when it's glowy, but then it's never shiny. Stamina and gear shift, yeah, like that combo. When I like, I've had runs where she literally sets up like a gear shift 3 times, so I'm just like, Also, goodbye, want to go to bed. Go to bed. Go get some rest. Shift gear is just Dragon Dance Plus. It really is. Alright, how close is this egg to hatching? It appears to move occasionally. Oh. I guess this Pokemon really likes sleeping because it doesn't want to wake up and start gaming. Boom. Boom, ba-dum, ba-bum. Wow. What Pokemon has the Flame Body ability? Because this is... I kind of want to go catch one now. Just the speed of the breed process. Why put a Sentis Scorch? He's trying his best. He's like, hi, I'm warm. I'm warm in spirit. Just getting a head start on becoming a Snorlax. Yep, it really is. Chandelure, Magmar. Oh, it hatched. Okay, we're good. What am I doing? We're breeding a Munchlax so we can send it to Mum. So we can do the Mum run. Talonflame. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Did I give it the wrong incense? This is supposed to be a Munchlax. Hold on. How to get Munchlax from egg? Breed a Snorlax that's holding a full incense with a Ditto. Is that not what I'm doing? A full incense. I bought the wrong incense. But he's Snorlax. Munchlax. Why is it not the Lax incense? What? Oh. Take a Pokemon. Just give me the Snorlax. Give me stupid Snorlax. Dumb Snorlax. Can't. Why would you do this, man? I got the wrong incense. I have to talk to the condescending lady again. I don't want to talk to her again. Get rid of these eggs. I don't want them. Alright, where can I get a Flame Body ability quickly? Like where's this Flame Body Pokemon available? Because I can't think of like Chandelure. Where does that show up? Is it like wild area? It's gonna be level 60. Fletchling? That's why you gotta look this stuff up, I guess. Yeah. I suppose. Charcoal. Wait, can Carcoal have the right ability? Get a whiff of that fragrance? How about some incense for you, boy? Stupid. Full incense, laxes. Which one was supposed to? Which one? Full incense. Right? Full incense. Full. Well, let me look this up again. With a full incense, full. There's a full incense. I am a fool for picking the wrong incense. Stupid me thinking it's lax incense for Munchlax, Snorlax. No. Oh. No, we're giving... You take the lax incense. I don't want it. Okay, and then we give it the full incense, which should make it a Munchlax. Yeah, more content for you, I guess. Yeah, the mini rant about pop quiz gamers. What incense do you have to give a Snorlax if you want the baby to be a Munchlax? Is it a lax incense or a full incense? Well, its name is Snorlax, the baby's version is Munchlax, it probably should be the Lax incense. But little did you know, it is actually the full incense, because why would it make sense? This is incense, it makes no sense. That's it. That's my 2 cents on the topic. What's the difference between sea incense and wave incense? I don't know if you should be asking me, because I clearly messed up the situation here. I'm pretty sure one is for Mantine, and the other one is for probably like Azurill. Or something like that, like Meryl Azurill. Because that one has a baby Pokemon, right? How often does Pokemon make sense? I guess not very often. Wait, the floating Aerogas isn't shiny locked. That's cool. I did not know this. But he doesn't show up. I guess he only shows up once. Or maybe he shows up during the day, because like when I biked over there, he wasn't there. Legit thought the incense were just the worst type of... In a way, they are. So usually with like the status boost items, the way they balance the game is that the ones that don't give you as much of a boost should be available early on. So like you can give the incense to give you a 10% boost to grass type moves, but then later on in the game you get like the... Was it like the Mighty Seed or something like that? Or Charcoal or whatever other that like gives you like a 20% boost instead of a 10% boost. Well, that's usually how you... Yeah, Miracle Seed. That's how you balance out the game. But and I feel like in the later titles, they're just kind of like, ah, yes, here's all the items. Here's all of the items. Early on. And it's like, cool. I mean, for all the for all the trash talk I do for Scarlet Violet, they actually do balance out item availability pretty well. So like you cannot buy like the focus items before you fight the first gym. They do become available in the shop, but after you beat a certain amount of gym. So like you slowly get access to more and better items as you progress through the story, which I like. Should they all be available through the store straight away? I mean, it's nice. I like the quality of life. At the same time, it kind of gets rid of a little bit of the little fanciness, you know. Oh, I had to go out and find this rare item, and now it's just pay to win. You got riches. You can get rare items. You can get rare items. Yeah, expert belt before Milo. Mommy, we're trying to get her starter. Getting her starter is taking longer than like getting through the first part of the game where you can trade Pokemon. So actually I might need to go catch. I don't know if it'll let me trade it away if I only have Sobble. Or if they do shiny locking, it should be in the first playthrough. I think sometimes they do shiny locking because they want to do them as events later. Which, not a good excuse to shiny lock a Pokemon, but it is what it is. Been doing an evolution run in Violet, and funny story about how you beat Nemona before getting access to Mesagoza. Funny thing about the Nemona fight, most of the Nemona fights actually are optional. You don't have to win against Nemona to progress the story. I don't know how many people are losing against Nemona, but you can throw the Nemona fight. And like the story progresses. It's like you're not locked. It's not like you cannot proceed until you defeat her. She just wants to battle. Win or lose, battle's battle. Battle's fun. That's all Nemona cares about. I mean, hopefully you win at some point. You have to win at the end. Like the final battle, you have to win that one. But other than that, it's optional. He's not going to be shiny, is he? He's never shiny. He makes me think he's shiny. Got that aura on him, but no. I've returned. Welcome back. See, there's also the event distribution of the... That also kind of annoyed me for Scarlet Violet. The event distribution of the trios that they did, like the Ancient Trio and the Future Trio, and 2 of them are available in the game, but then the other 2, the Was it like the Suicune and Verizon one? Like they're only available through events. I don't like that. I don't like that. Just make them permanently available in the game. Because what that means is like someone gets the game to play it like 10 years from now and just won't have access to those Pokemon. That's kind of sad because they're the coolest looking ones in my opinion. Yeah, it should have just been in Area Zero. I agree. And it looks so cool. Big Eater Pokemon. It might share just one bite, but only if it really trusts you. Alright, so we got ourselves Munchlax. This is gonna be Mom's starter Pokemon. So now we gotta go back to the Mom save. So, let's switch switches real quick. Alright. One moment, process. Okay, there we are. Let me see if I can... Oh, I can't trade you. I have to talk to Hop. Hop has to yell at me first. He'd be like, oh, look at the glowy Pokemon. One last thing before we race, Mum. See, I got some great advice for you, Mum. You know how you sometimes see Pokemon wandering around the tall grass, yeah? If you move real slow, like, and crouch down, those Pokemon won't pay you any notice, yeah? Mum? But on the other hand, if you whistle at them, you'll be sure to catch their attention, Mum. If you're a bit of rubbish at whistling, just remember. Need a fail-proof trick? Press the left stick. They tried. They tried with that mnemonic, but it doesn't. Try it out. Let's see who can catch the most Pokemon. You remember Wedgehurst Station, right? That'll be the goal. See you there, Mum. Bye, Hop. Okay. Wait. Why can't I trade yet? Do I need to catch a Pokemon? No, wait. This is... The trade is like in a different screen. Link trade. You don't have more... Okay, we gotta catch a Pokemon to trade. Random Pokemon, go! Alright, we're gonna trade away Rookidee for our starter. Well, I guess we just kind of have to catch a Rookidee. We'll have to trade it. Level 6? Somehow we managed to walk all the way around and enter Messagoza before fighting them. Oh no, did that break the game? It feels like that would break the game. You already got your first Pokemon Legends Z8 team planned out. Ooh. The Z8 runs are a bit difficult though, because you gotta catch a bunch of Pokemon along the way as well. So it's kind of hard to keep a consistent team because you need to complete the decks to make progress. It's not that bad, but it makes the whole team situation feel not as coherent. Okay, so we have begun a trade, and now we will do a link trade, and we should walk away because I don't want to be in a battle when I'm trading with Neon. All right, trade partner has been found for the trade. Sorry, can you catch me up on the video? We are trying to, well, this is a live stream, but we're trying to get our starter Pokemon in. And now I feel like I should keep Baby. I'm gonna trade the bird away. I don't care about this bird. He's just generic Birdman. Looks like Batman, but he's a bird. Birdman. Okay. Alright, Rookidee going to Leon. Alright gamers, thoughts on the Butterfree. Should we get a Caterpie and evolve it into a Butterfree and use it for a bit? Or do we just stick to Munchlax and the Tubadoo? Because the Butterfree kind of, it's fine in and out. I'm kind of tempted to catch one. And that way we can have a little bit of level as well on the Munchlax. Okay, Leon is now free from this. Okay. So the Mum team is now ready. I guess we just proceed and we see how it goes. I'll keep Sabo on the team for now, just in case anyone tries to fight us. Could be the G-Max Ace, but wouldn't Snorlax be the G-Max Ace? That's the thing, you know? Like, Butterfree's cool. I like Butterfree. But it could also just be Snorlax. There's the G-Max Ace. Because he also has a G-Max form. No. Something to ponder about. Something to pond or about. It's a pond. The other side of the pond. Okay. We ran through everything. Whose team are we building? Mom's team. Let's see. There was a beta of Potwick. Beta Potwick. Alright, I'm gonna watch this video. You guys don't see it. I know Nintendo's gonna beam me if I watch it. Alright, so the house is actually very empty. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Hop. I can always walk back in here afterwards. People could send in stickers, that is funny. Oh, just one Pokemon. I noticed this is a bit of a tradition in the Pokemon games, but the rivals always give you the TM for Swift. Well, not always, but like in most games, they do give you the TM for Swift. Okay, so when they walk out of the house, there's a guy with a Pikachu and a Magnemite. So there isn't really much. Well, there's a guy with a Frou-Frou. There's a bunch of Pidgey flying around. There's an Aerodactyl. What the heck? Who put an Aerodactyl? There doesn't seem to be any Pokemon around the home though. What in the world? I gotta show you this, gamers, because this looks. Hold up, we're gonna do some screen switch real quick, because I want you to see this. I want you to see what I'm seeing. This is crazy. Look at this. What is he got? Is a Jurassic Park guy. He's got 3 dinosaurs at Leon's house. What is going on? They have a fun time in the beta, that's for sure. Insane. Insane what I'm seeing right now. But he's not Mum, so it doesn't matter. Guy with a snow cone. There's a Joltik on the thing. Not quite so fast, you two. I like how Hop's mom has a separate name. Hop's mom. What are you doing here, Mum? I'm with Mum, of course. I knew this day was coming since the moment you chose Score Bunny. That was like 2 days ago. That was actually today. That was yesterday. Professor Magnolia was kind enough to let us know that you two were setting out. So here, a last little gift to see you, to you well set on your way. And the kit you need for camping. You obtained a set of camping gear. Put the camping gear in the bag. There's also a nice chance to look at her fit. Yeah, she got the rain boots and the jumper, and then there's definitely like a gray shirt. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Mum. Of course you will be, darling. Anyways, have fun, take care of yourselves. Man, Hop's mom is nice. We'll be fine. Wish us luck. Not that we'll need it. It's okay, Hop. Your mom is gonna be going on a journey as well, I suppose. Come on, we're off. Goodbye, mums. Now there's only one mum left. Me. The best mum. Dad. What mod is that? It's not a mod. Placeholder for starters, yeah. So guys, today I have brought you 3 starters. We have... Hold on, that's the wrong Pokemon I'm thinking of. Hold on, hold it. Hello and welcome to the Galar region, where you get a choice of 3 different starters. You can pick between Tyrant, and Tyrant, the Rock Dragon Pokemon. You can choose between Tyrant, and Tyrant. What a wide variety we have here. What, they all look like beans on toast? Yes, because this region is based on Britain, where that is all we eat for breakfast apparently. I don't know what they eat for breakfast. I've never had beans on toast. I was in Britain several times. I kind of want to try beans on toast though. I never did have beans on toast. Because my cousins are technically also Bulgarian, so they just have, you know, not British breakfast. But it is what it is. Tyrant, you think Tyrant is a much better starter than Tyrant? Yeah, that is true. That is true. Here we get hit by the wild area, and it's beautiful amount of trees. You guys like trees? We got trees. Are they high quality trees? Just don't look too closely, okay? The ones in the distance, they seem alright, okay? It's okay. It's okay, we forgot to put the tree texture on there. It's okay. We never patched it in. This is... Maybe we didn't forget it. Maybe this was intentional. That's Matastoke way over there. And between there and here are countless new Pokemon waiting to be met. Oh, hello, if it isn't Sonia. My grand gave me a proper earful. Those 2 young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Ouch, Professor. Never you mind that, nothing to worry about, but I'm quite curious. I'm thinking I should look into it, so timing works out fine. If I discover something really huge, like a Gigantamax... Anyways, said you don't need to worry about it. I'm glad to be on the road, really. It's been ages. It'll be great fun, fish, and camp. Rough it out outside again. Alright, he's going to Dynamax then. And she's like, well, what a cheek. What cheek. You better Dynamax your Pokemon too. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you. I know how this game works. I promise. I got the Pokemon box link. Thank you. Also, hello, Lily Iris. Why are you playing this again? Well, you see, I thought it was out of characters in the game, but then I realized. Well, first of all, there's Mother's Day coming soon. You know, I should make a video for Mother's Day. I would do one for Father's Day, but there's barely any fathers in Pokemon. But there's plenty of mothers in Pokemon, and I already covered 2 of the other mothers in Pokemon Sword. Actually, this Sword and Shield has the most like mother and father figures in Pokemon, if you think about it. Cause Peony, he's a dad. He's around. He tries to be a good dad. And then Mustard, he's a dad. Honey, she's a mom. Melanie, also mom. I mean, there's like the most parents in a Pokemon game ever already. Usually we get like 2 moms and that's it. Alright, we are now in the wild area. It is wildin' out here. It is wildin'. Wild. Kinda wanna catch a Caterpie. I kinda wanna catch a Caterpie. We need the levels anyways. Yeah, we're gonna get a Butterfree and it's gonna like leave the team. It's not gonna be a permanent team member. And by Butterfree, I mean we're gonna get a Metapod. I love Metapod. They use Harden. I'm thinking of a joke, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. Who's my favorite Pokemon? It's Bailey. Could Professor X become champion? What do you mean, Professor X? Like, could X Professor become champion? Or is there like a specific X as an insert? Ah, I see, I see. Could Professor Oak become champion? Poor guy, he never got a chance. They deleted his team in battle from the game. I mean, Professor Kukui, he technically went to Kanto, but like his Pokemon aren't in the Let's Go games. Professor Magnolia? Right, we talked. Hear me out. We talked about this earlier, but potentially Professor Magnolia. Alright, let's catch this Metapod. Why is there no sound effect? Oh, there is a sound effect. My headphones just being weird. Okay, and now see our Munchlax, he gets to level up a little bit, so he's not useless anymore. And now we also have a Metapod. You know, the Butterfree, that's flying in and out. We'll let it out soon. We want to give it a nickname. No. Metapod has been added to the party. Professor Magnolia would be cool, but what Pokemon? Basically, the Pokemon that have Gigantamax forms, but that don't appear in the main story. So, Sandaconda, Kingler, I'm being attacked by a pigeon. Truly the British experience. Okay, he gave up. Gave up. I'm free. Can I make a video in real life? What does that mean? Technically, every video I make is in real life. But, you mean like a vlog? Is that what you mean? I don't... It's so vague. I do not understand. Lamp. Oh, this is technically a train station, isn't it? It's never occurred to me that this is a train station. I always treated this as a pit stop, but there's like a... There's just a hole in the ground. There's no train there. And there's a cool tunnel. The tunnel looks very cool. I like how they rendered like the vending machine and everything. Also, I don't know if you gamers know about this, because this is like a very much forgotten and easily missable thing. But if you talk to these guys, they'll give you like a Pikachu or an Eevee. If you've played through Let's Go Pikachu or Eevee on the same save, but for me like the mom save doesn't have a run on them yet. But if you talk to them, they'll give you like a Pikachu or Eevee the Dynamax. Or Gigantamax, I mean. There's also Meowth. Meowth Gigantamaxes. But it was like a event only for some reason. Which I never understood. Hey, no, Mom, she gardens. So it makes sense for her to have a Metapod. Yeah, long Meowth. Yeah. Love that guy. You know, out of curiosity, I'm gonna do one raid then. Just to see, and it's probably gonna be a pigeon. Found a note. Did someone drop it? Using the right stick to roll. Okay, wait. Thank you, note. I've played this game before. What is it? Make your bets right now, gamers. What Pokemon will be inside of this Dynamax then? I think it's gonna be a pigeon. Pigeon, not too. Oh, Meowth. Applin? Ooh, if it's an Applin, we're catching that. If it's a pigeon, it's a bug. We were all wrong. All of us were wrong. All of us were wrong. We're all wrong. It's okay. We'll try again. There's a different one right there. Maybe we'll be we get a second try. We got a second try. There's another one, right? It's just conveniently on the way. Surely this one's gonna be a pigeon, right? Right? All right, take your guess, gamers. Take your guess. What's this one gonna be? What's this one gonna be? If it's a Caterpie, I'll catch it. If it's a pigeon, I'm gonna run away. If you guessed it right, you get a virtual high five from me. I'll pretend. You can pretend to. We'll... Alright, let's see. Probably a fairy. We got pigeon. More pigeon guesses. A fairy. You guys memorize what the things are? Alright, let's see. It's a fairy. What fairy is this? What is this? What is this? Who is that Pokemon? I seriously have no idea. Who is this? Is it Togepi? Okay, but hear me out. The Togepi kind of matches the mom's shoes. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Wait, would it be funny if I joined as Leon and I nuked it with Charizard? That'd be funny, right? Hold on. That'd be kind of funny. Hold on. When searching for other players, I can't find it as Leon. Okay, fine, whatever. We're just gonna start the battle. Oh, now it shows up. Whatever. It's also the baby you care for in the anime. Oh. Now I kind of want to catch it, but I shouldn't, because I know Togepi is like overpowered. Like this thing can just like solo the game. Yo, it's Martin. Martin with his Soul Rock. Why do I only have Harden? Why is that? I'm gonna be relying on the NPCs here. Can the NPCs defeat a Gigantamax Pokemon? Because my only move is Harden right now, and this is I didn't think this far. Martin don't. Oh, Martin's already dead. Oh no. Oh no. Gonna lose to a Togepi. We're gonna. This. The Mudbray barely did any damage. Wait, but its speed fell. Now it's slower. Harden. Martin is so useless. He loses to a Togepi. Oh wait, but Sandstorm. Togepi's gonna take some damage. It's not taking any damage. Oh, no. Harden. Electro Ball. Okay, that we're not doing any damage to this thing. And somehow I'm more useful than Martin right now, which is crazy. This is crazy. Uh-oh, it cleared our stats. Uh-oh. See, Mudbray lives. Mudbray doesn't care. Run away, run away. Cute little creature. Was there like a bunny that like tried to eat them or something like that? Yeah, it's the Harden battle from the anime. Alright, Martin's back, so we're safe. We're safe. Martin's back. He's not gonna throw for us. He's not gonna get one shot again. He's gonna use a move that's gonna do a lot of damage. Wait. Wait. It can heal itself? Martin, please. Please, Martin, you have an attack move. I know you can do damage. I should have brought Leon. I should have got Leon's help. I don't think we're clearing this fight. I was wondering how good the NPCs are, but I think the answer is they're not good. Wait, hear me out, gamers. Could Martin become champion? And I just use Soul Rock, and it has to know Cosmic Power. Martin wakes up every day and chooses non-violence. Do I do the Martin run? I feel like someone has to have done a Martin run, right? Like there's no way. This game's been out for like what, 7 years at this point? Surely. Martin, you're not gonna die, right? Oh, that's me. Oh no. I'm the problem. Uh-oh. We have 2 faints. Remember that for April Fool's 2026. True. Alright, I'm gonna cheer them on. Go. You got Mom's support. Mom believes in you. Mom. Ooh, that's 3 knockouts. Ooh, things are not looking good for us. Ooh. Ooh. Martin, come on. No, Martin, please, I know you have another move. Martin. You can do something other than cosmic power. This Mudbray child is doing everything. He's coughing Metapod or Hydrogen Togepi. I guess the Togepi wins. Alright, now's our chance. Harden. Come on, Martin, please. Please, Martin, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. He has Rock Throw. Nope, there goes all the statuses. He's gonna spam this stupid thing again. He's gonna... no! Togepi, please. We already stand no chance. Oh, Martin. Martin, no, please, Martin. Mudbray Kid, you're my only hope. Get a critical. Oh, that's not right. Oh. Lower the speed, that's not gonna do anything for us. It's not gonna do anything for us. So cooked. We're so cooked. Electro Ball. Oh no, Cosmic Martin, no. He's such a troll. He's like, ah yes guys, I am here to help. I'm here to help you defeat this giant Pokemon with murderous intent. And how will I help? With moral support. Oh, but at the end, I was the weakest link. I got knocked out twice. Me. Well, I guess Mom doesn't get a Togepi. No Togepi for Mom. Jeez. How far back are we getting sent? Oh. We didn't get sent back far at all. I'm not trying this fight. Should I try this fight? No, there's other dens. There's other dens on the way. There's better dens. We don't need Togepi, right? We don't need a Togepi. Who needs a Togepi? Martin, he wanted a Togepi, but Martin's the one guy in chat who didn't listen to the rule. He just shows up to spam cosmic power and then leaves. He's just there for the rewards. He's like, yeah, he's the guy in Monster Hunter who joins the hunt when the hunt's already been going on for 9 minutes and he's just there to get the rewards. He knows what he's doing. Mudbray Kid is Phineas confirmed. Alright. Let's see what we got here. What we got? Some better. The heck is this? What is this? I'm not gonna not use the Metapod. I'm gonna switch to Munchlax this time. Yeah, but which bird? Who's that Pokemon? Surely. Is it America bird? I kinda do think it's Rufflet as well, but okay, good, Martin's not here. Oh, it is America bird. That's rough, buddy. He's Rufflet. Alright, surely we can defeat this thing with a Munchlax. Also, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I need to level up my Pokemon because we're gonna have to fight Team Yell, and I need like to be able to do some damage. Otherwise, we cannot get past the hotel sequence. Like, there's 3 fights we have to win. And currently level 5 Munchlax, he does not stand a chance against Team Yell. Anyways, This man bringing in a Salazzle? Salazzle getting one shot? What am I experiencing right now? This is a fully evolved Pokemon. They got outsped by a baby bird? And there's an Eevee kid with an Eevee? I think I do need help from another mom. I do. Yes. Yes, actually. Oh, we're barely doing any damage. I'm gonna lose this fight as well. I don't like this. You used helping hand. Oh no. I don't think Munchlax can hit hard enough. Salazzle is a glass cannon. Yeah, that is true. Unfortunately, so is our Munchlax. I think the only thing we've learned is that Mum cannot handle a Dynamax then. I think Mum would not be a good Dynamax Den adventurer. Why are you so bad at rain bats? Oh. No. A Mum, not a raid battler. I think it also comes down to like the support trainers. Like it's not just me being bad, it's them being bad too. Come on. Come on. Look at he one-shotting everything. What am I supposed to do here? I just have a level 5 Munchlax and a guy who knows Harden. And these guys, you got fully evolved Pokemon. Did less damage than my level 5 Munchlax. Like, how's that my fault? The cheer animation is great. Yeah, I kind of wish it showed up more often. Bum, bum, bum. Surely, okay. Surely the next raid then will not go as bad. Surely the next. Surely the next raid then will not be. Surely, right? Right? Hold on, I want to turn off this autosave. Hold on. I'm gonna set mode. Wait, maybe Mom will switch out. No, we're gonna set mode. Turn off autosave. Alright, I know Wild Area wants. Yes, I know. Stop littering. Stop throwing hints on the ground. Like that's not cool. Mom would not approve. Okay, but surely this one won't go miserably bad, right? Surely. Oh, it's a pigeon. We're not fighting a pigeon. I'm not fighting a pigeon. I ain't fighting no pigeon. No pigeon. Why is the next raid done so far away? Alright, surely we're not gonna lose the next raid then though. I'm gonna try one more. I just need the experience candies. And it's not gonna go miserable. We're gonna win. We're gonna win. We're gonna get a good teammate. And the teammate he's gonna do wonders. Why are there so many ghouls here? So many of them. Stop chasing me. I'm just a mum. Okay. Alright. Muna. Do we fight Muna? Boom. No. I should just fight Muna. I'm scared. I'm fine. I'll admit it. I'm a little scared. We have big mushrooms though. And we got some good items. We picked up, yeah, we like good items. Yeah. The little temples, the little babies, little baby frogs. Yeah, little baby frogs. Alright, and then Bounsweet. That's a sweet Pokemon. That's a sweet Pokemon. He's sweet. He's bound sweet. He's just a sweet little guy. He's just a sweet little guy. And we're gonna beat him with our Metapod. We're gonna beat him with our Metapod, guys. He's just a bound sweet. Yeah, totally. This is a very legit. This is a very normal fight. This is, you know, we're gonna get Martin. We're gonna get a couple useless NPCs. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. This is a normal fight. Martin's here. I know he's useless, but he's low-key my favorite. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You cute little bound sweet. You love the video on the ball guy champion. Thank you. We're even gonna Dynamax or Metapod. That's how certain I am that we're gonna win this fight. Gonna Dynamax the Metapod. That was a baller video. Glad you gamers enjoyed it. Look at that, giant Metapod, and Martin with his Metapod. Surely we'll win this fight. Surely, nothing can go wrong. Look at that, max guard. Now he can't even hit us. Can't knock us out. We're invincible. Don't mind this guy. He's just a random. I don't know who he is. I don't know why he's here. He's just here for moral support. Okay, we used Harden and the thing exploded. That's how powerful Harden is. I'm gonna catch it. I'm not gonna use the bouncy, but I'm gonna catch it for fun. Ballin', but at what cost? Yeah, Harden is very strong. Never underestimate the power of Harden. I think that's a champion from another timeline. No, he's just a rando. He's just Martin's friend. They have coffee together every Thursday. He's just a cool guy. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Yeah, I'm glad Martin has friends. Yeah, people like Martin. Martin, he's alright. He's alright. Everybody loves Martin. You guys like Martin too, right? Right? You guys like Martin, right? We all like and respect Martin in this chat. He is a cool guy. Munchlax. Get some levels. Wants to learn recycle? Yo, recycling is nice. So we can throw up our berry, and then we can recycle the berry. I like that. That's a good strategy, right? So our strategy for this game is to barf at the I didn't make this up. This is part of the game. I don't make the rules. Seed bomb? Nah, we got our own seed bomb. We're gonna barf orange berries at our enemies. And that is how we will win the game. That is how Munchlax will become champion. Bounce Sweet we're not gonna use. The Metapod, he's just there for moral support. He's just there to use Harden. You know, he's just a cool guy. And we're gonna explore the wild area just a little bit more. I know there's like a few TMs I can pick up. I don't think I'll ever use them, but yeah, might as well pick up the TMs. I suppose if I'm gonna be throwing up berries, I should probably pick up berries as well, right? And Mom, she's a gardener. She would pick berries. This is totally normal things. Okay, that's it. That's all the berries we're picking. Are you making up the team as you go? No, it's based on what Pokemon show up around the house. Oh, this game has given me too much power. This game has given me too much power early on. Gamers, look at that. Metronome? Metronome? Munchlax can learn metronome? Do you know what this means? You guys realize what this means? I can throw up berries and I can use metronome. What more does one need? And you know, Mom, you never know what Mom's gonna do. She's gonna wag her finger at you when she's mad, and then you don't know what's gonna happen. That's what metronome, you know. Wag the finger. You're like, no, don't do what you think you're gonna do. And then the move judgment suddenly activates. And then you're wondering why you're hearing boss music from Arceus, and it's because metronome. This was a good decision. This was a good decision. I'm gonna save the game because this was a great decision. And yeah, here's a funny story. There's a 5-star Steamy raid with a Gigantamax. Game is game, I guess. Yeah. As well pick up some more berries on the way. And look at all the berry trees. It's gonna make Mom very happy. Maybe I should just use berries as held items for this run. I haven't decided on the rules yet, but I'm thinking berries. Berries only. Berries or clothing based items, you know? Cause she wouldn't let her kid out without an umbrella. So if there's like an umbrella or like a scarf, we can use those. But charcoal? Ugh. Nobody gives their kid charcoal these days. Oh look, Roselia. I believe this is like a strong Roselia though, so I can't catch it. But Roselia. Alright, this is the TM I was thinking of. Tail Slap. But I don't think we're gonna use Tail Slap. Because we found Metronome, so like it's significantly better. Also we want the baby version. We're not gonna use Roselia. Ain't gonna use no Roselia here. You can go to the other regions, be well now. Yay! Alright. It is time, gamers, to actually progress the story. Let's go. Woo. Super funny, in the Minecraft movie, a lady dates a Minecraft villager. I see. Weird tastes. Huh. That's the noise they make, right? They're like, huh. Huh? I actually recently got onto Minecraft because there's gonna be a new video tomorrow. And I needed some B-roll from Minecraft, and I got on Minecraft. Did they put armadillos in the game? Since when is there armadillos in Minecraft? What's with the Gen 1 leaders in the bottom? So doing a fundraiser so I can basically afford to make Season 3. Every $5 donation equals 1 vote, and basically once we reach the stretch goal, the top 2 in the votes get a video. So if you want extra long Season 3 with a couple of extra characters, and you're able to support, please and welcome. But not required. Just a thing there for people who can and want to support. Alright, find your way through. Ooh, now here's a question. We're gonna need a number for Mom. She's gonna need a uniform number. So like, what uniform number would Mom have? Armadillo was part of another mob vote. Ah, okay. Do you plan on watching the movie? Probably not. No. If it shows up on a plane, I'll watch it, but I'm not about to go to a movie theater. Especially with the chicken zombie or whatever. Chicken jockey. When a thing shows up and people lose their minds, no thanks. I don't want to be in that environment. What's your mom's birthday? My mom's birthday would end up being 4 numbers, so it wouldn't work. Because there's a 3-number limit. Yeah, chicken jockey. I don't know. I think it's dumb. I don't know. So I don't want to partake in that. Or be around it. Or watch media about it. Cut one of those numbers out. No. Don't you try playing around with your league card. Nah, we're not playing around with the league card. But we are gonna go shopping. We are gonna go shopping. Mom has to have a Poltegeist yet, since Mom's love. That's the other Pokemon I was considering, because we do have a teacup at home. It kind of makes sense. I mean, she is a British mom as well. Like, they have tea. I'm making so many assumptions about the British right now. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But you know, they have tea and crumpets and stuff. It makes sense for her to have teacup. But I don't know. Okay. Here for the gym challenge. Do you know that May 11th is Mother's Day? No, I didn't realize. Thank you for reminding me. I'll consider the Poltegeist. I mean, the nice thing about this character is that she doesn't really have a set team. Like, she has Munchlax. Even the 2 Badoo outside are kind of a bit of a stretch, but we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna change our hairstyle. I think this is a great hairstyle, but we're gonna change our fit. Cause I don't know, the hoodie doesn't scream mom, you know. But we don't have much other options. Like we could do the sweater, or knitted parka, I guess. This is the one where the guy version has dress shirts, I believe, but then this one doesn't. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with a knitted parka instead. Feels more mummy, you know. The socks don't. They're kind of slacking on the clothing options in this game. I don't know. I still feel like the parka fits a bit better. Cause I don't know. I'm not feeling the hoodie. But like a white knitted parka. Yeah, I dig that. Can you make a house tour video? That would require me to have a house. Which I do not. She could have a Machoke since moms in the past used... Well, they're like moving company. I thought about the Machoke, yeah. Wait, you're poor? Yeah. Yes. No, YouTube's not a good career choice. Unless you have like 500,000 subscribers and every video you upload gets like over 100,000 views, you are making minimum wage. AKA less than someone working at a McDonald's. So yeah, you might hear like the big YouTubers be like, oh yes, this is a great job. Everyone should. It's like, I don't know. You can make more working at McDonald's. So I don't know. Alright, remember move. Hopefully Metapod can learn something other than Harden. Because otherwise we're kinda... Oh, we have Metronome. He cannot learn any other move. Wonderful. Thank you, Metapod. You're very useful. Thank you. You're awesome. You're great. A cool guy, Metapod. What does this guy sell? Why is there a second guy here? Ah. We're not buying any of those things. Why are you here? You got a Bunnelby when you want. Nope, not trading. Okay. I don't think we decided on a number, but we need a number like right now. If we're doing all moms from the franchise, I'd say Mr. Mime. Yeah, Mr. Mime. There's the one that has Rhydon. I think Delicati was for Dawn's mom. What's going on? We're doing a mum run. Can the mum become champion? The date of Mother's Day. Ooh, that's a good idea. Yeah, 5/11. I like that. I like that. To live in your car or something. No, I live with family. I don't have my own place. I'm not about to film their house. Be like, yeah, this is my parents' house. This is... No. You made it too? Autostoke Stadium. This is where the opening ceremony will be held. Everyone will be watching the opening ceremony. Your mom? My mom? The whole world. But I am mom. Am I also watching the opening ceremony? I guess so. Did mom originally pick Sabo since it's the most... Yeah, that... Well, I let chat vote, and that's what they voted on. What should I order for a side for a meatless lunch? Let's see, mozzarella sticks, mac and cheese balls. I mean, I personally, mac and cheese balls sounds the best, but like mozzarella sticks, pretty good as well. Not a fan of jalapeno poppers. When I do a character run, I choose my starter based on how hard I want the... Yep, that's usually what I do as well, but... I thought I'd mix it up a little bit this time around. Ooh, Nintendo Switch announced pre-orders, no price increase on the console or games for now. This is a Chad Nintendo move. This is Nintendo about to gain maximum respect right there. If they just eat the tariffs on the console, that is amazing news. Hold up. Because usually when they make the price, they don't consider tariffs and stuff. So they're literally just gonna eat the price. They're barely gonna make any money on the console. But mad respect if that's actually legit. Mother's Day already happened in the UK. Aw. Well, this mom's gonna be American. Get the hot dogs ready. And the strawberry shortcakes, cause it's 5/11. The real Mother's Day. America Mother's Day. We call her mom, but we should call her mom. The caveat is, for now. They're reserving the right to up it later on. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's great news for me. As long as I manage to actually get the pre-order. As long as it doesn't ultra sell out by the scalpers. Then I'm gonna be sag. Then I'm gonna be real sag. Look at all these trainers. Not a single Martin in sight. Ooh, Sentis Scorch is a stove bug. That is true. That is true. I think the plan for now is gonna be Munchlax and the Tubadoo. And then if we start to struggle, we'll start to add Pokemon based on wild copes. Oh look, it's Ball Guy. Always say hi to Ball Guy. That's not Ball Guy. I'm dead. He's gonna kill me now. I talked to the kid instead of the Ball Guy. Still going to wait for the hopefully ZA limited edition. Yeah, I kind of have to get the release edition because it's part of the job. So like, but it is what it is. Gen A needs more TBH, you loved it when watching the play, but yeah. Yeah, it felt a bit shallow at times. I agree. At least you can write it off as a business expense. That's right. I don't have to pay 30% tax. Oh, wait. Do you want anyone to send you a Caterpie? Nah. We got Metapod. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Have you thought about doing Power Road? I considered it, but then I looked at the price and I was like, nah. If it was like $10 to $15, I would consider, but it's like, I think it's like 25, 35 bucks. I'm like, that's too much. That's too much for a game that I would like, probably like play once as a joke. Just wait for the summer sale. Yeah, if it goes on like deep sale, I might get it. Yeah. I mean, at this point, like I have such a big backlog of games that I only buy new games when they're on sale. Unless it's like Pokemon Z, I'm gonna buy full price when it comes out. But basically everything else I buy when it's on sale, because like the quality of the game doesn't change, but like if it's half price, that's great for me. Alright, now this is gonna be the hard part. It's a lot more like Pikmin, and that's the thing, I didn't really like Pikmin. I played the demo and I was like, this is not for me, gameplay wise. Alright, Team Star. Your cousin trouble, there's a mum to send you to your room. What's all this then? I want to say British sounding words, but I'm afraid that they might mean bad things. There's one that sounds like Muppet. Is that a bad word? Don't, Team Yell's about to help with them. Team Yell, yeah, we're loud. Yell, yeah. Did I call them Team Star Team? I don't know. The two games are fused in my head. They're interchangeable. Team Star rolls off the tongue so much better than Team Yell. Crumpet is food. Oh, not Crumpet, Muppet. Alright. Let's try the throw up strategy first. Munchlax hasn't eaten any. Oh, we have to eat the berry first. Okay, Metronome. Okay, fake out. Oh, a turn one? Turn one fake out? I like. Alright, metronome again. This seems like a good idea. No. Freeze dry? Put it in the freezer. You're gonna eat it later. Alright, we're just gonna tackle it. It's almost dead. I don't wanna risk like a self-destruct here. Hello, Shy Guy. How you doing? Is Munchlax... No, we have a Metapod as well for backup, but I don't think we'll need Metapod. I'm just gonna Munchlax it. Just gonna believe in Munchlax supremacy. Oi, give me a break here. Team Yo, get revenge for me, would ya? Chris, I got you covered, mate. What could be better than a battle in a lovely hotel lobby? Evolve Metapod. What? I don't have items to... Yes, it would be nice to evolve Metapod, yes. Yes, hello. Ooh. Okay, Metronome, go. Whoa. Ember. Okay. I'll take it. Quick attack. Not the bad. Well, we caught it at level 10. We're move is this? Hold up, what? This destroyed. I was not looking. I was reading chat. I was being sassy to chat. Yeah, no, we caught it at level 10. That's why it's not evolved yet. Triple axle. That was a good move. Must have gotten a bit carried away being this swanky hotel and all. Sorry for getting in your way. Yeah, Mummy's mad now. Mummy. Aw man, the swanky sophisticated air in here had me off my game. I wasn't expecting checking in would be such a big fuss, Mum. What's going on, Mum? Don't you think you can get ahead of me that easy, Mum? I feel like he'd be like, why are you guys picking on my mum? I'm a trainer too. Mum, let me fight them with you. Ooh. I can already hear my victory coming. Triple Axel is an ice type move that hits 3 times, and you can usually learn this move at the dojo. Ooh. What do you mean hear me out on the thumbnail? Hear me out, mom run. You know, mum. Hear me out. You can do a run as mum. Imagine being an undefeated champion and being defeated by a middle-aged woman. I don't have to imagine, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. No, Hop, why are you acting like Martin right now? I don't even know if we're gonna use the Butterfree, to be honest, but I kind of have it on there just in case. But we'll see. Oh, our special attack fell though. Alright, hit him with a metronome. Wing attack. I mean, that was pretty good. We've yet to have a bad metronome move. So is their mom single? Why are you asking this? Why are you asking this? For reason? Listen. Storm throw. Oh my gosh. I should have been using metronome more often. Jeez, this is fun. I don't know any good moves, but you only need one good move, metronome, I guess. Wants to step up for the family, Alright, metronome. What's it gonna be this time? Octolock. I kind of want to keep metronome now, right? Because the Munchlax, he's supposed to be like he eats all the leftover food. So like there's a bunch of random stuff he can do from all the random food he's eaten. It kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense in my mind. Alright. This is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one where it does something super cool. Yawn. That's such a Munchlax move. That's too on brand for you, Munchlax. That's too on brand. That was too normal. Not wild enough. Come on. Try again. Try again, because Hop is not doing anything useful at the moment. Oh yeah, the bug trainer that cheers you on. Yeah. That'd be a solo run though with Blipbug. Metal Burst? Doesn't that require you to be a steel type? I didn't do any damage. Hey Pokemaster, how you doing? Okay, take it back. Yawn is actually pretty good move there. You know, I think this might be the one time where I use a PP Max in the game. Because I never used PP Max in Pokemon. But I think for the Mum Run... for the Mum Run, I think I might use the PP Max. But before you take it out of context, is so the metronome can be used more than 10 times. That's the only reason why we're doing this. Because I know the other games, like I collect them as they go, but yeah, Match Punch, right? Like I kind of don't want to use other moves at this point. I'm doing pretty good, just woke up after working until 10 p.m. last night. Yo, good morning. Wondering if you watched Jaywood's Metronome only. I have not. I don't watch that much Pokemon content. I think I've mentioned this before. I mostly listen to like podcasts and stuff on YouTube. I guess Marnie's treating them like she's their mom. Mummy. Sorry if they caused you any trouble. So you're a gym challenger too? Team Yell, was it? Pretty impressive that you already have a set of fans. Oh. Does she? Okay, she just says the same stuff. Hello, hello. Snorlax would use Body Slam and then one-shot all his Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, Snorlax is a pretty good Pokemon in general. And it has been like a franchise favorite. Just like Charizard. I know everyone's like, oh, Pokemon really loves Charizard. Look at all the forms they've given Charizard. But like, look at all the times they use Snorlax. They love Snorlax. He is a great Pokemon. Nice round boy. Used very frequently. Just think about all the times Snorlax has shown up in the anime and in video games. The original Roadblock guy. The green one, that's Badoo. Today's stream is sponsored by Mr. Chucky Sheep. Nah, no sponsor. It's just stream. Snorlax is a major player in my Kanto only. Yeah. Yeah, no, Snorlax is good. Snorlax is goated. Also, a lot of the rivals tend to use Snorlax like a powerful bulky Pokemon. Think about Kamado. Kamado's got Snorlax. Hop's got a Snorlax. There's gotta be other people who use Snorlax on their team. Missing no. Ooh, that'd be a funny glitch if they let you just choose without going on a number, and then it's just they slap the missing no sticker in the back of your shirt. That would be hilarious. Can you guess what Pokemon is a normal bird type? Like just a pure flying type? Or a normal type and a flying type? Yeah, Red has a Snorlax. That's what I was thinking of. I feel like I've seen Snorlax like 1 or 2 other times as well on like a rival team. Or not necessarily rival, but just like a strong opponent. What would you miss? We cleared several raid dens with 0 problems whatsoever. And Martin, he was extremely useful in those raid dens. He was great. He was very powerful. And we got Metronome, which is the only move we need to win this game, I suppose. But it will be a very silly Munchlax. Yeah, Mum is truly becoming the very best Mum she could be. Normal bird type. I mean, that's the Pidgey line in the original game, because that's the only game that had bird type. Or like Spearow, I guess? Spearow? I think Farfetch'd, that's also normal bird. There's a lot of normal birds. Mom became mummy. Oh no. Oh no, Cypher, no. Do I have the bonk emote still? I do have the bonk emote. Bonk. Get bonked. Oh, Doduo as well. Yeah, Doduo is another one. The only bird type is missing now. Huh. I but if I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Objection. I don't know about that. Is mom taking care of baby? Well, baby's put in the daycare. Ooh, that's what we'll do. We'll chuck baby in the daycare. And then we'll go have a fun adventure with the rest of our Pokemon. Standing there on the pitch in the stadium in front of everyone. There really is no word for it. I can barely contain myself. Alright, hop. Wait, can't you get a Toxel egg? And you don't get the egg, you just get the Toxel. You get him not wanting to Dynamax on principle, but shouldn't that mean he can't go into a stadium? Well, I think the reason why Piers didn't show up is because he's like protesting the gyms. Because he's just mad. That or he had a concert scheduled and they're like, oh, you have to be here. He's like, well, no, I don't. Yeah, he's on a strike. He's protesting all by himself. He's sitting at home and he's grumpy and he's like, I'm angry. That's it. That he's posting on Twitter. He's making Twitter threads as we speak about Chairman Rose. That's what Piers is doing. Yep, protesting the system while still being employed by exactly. Exactly. This is a gift. Flying. Yay, we can fly. We can fly. We can fly. We. Ooh. Do your best. Look at all the people cheering us on. I'm cheering for you. Ha 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 ha. Give it your best shot. Yeah, so cool. Go all the way. Just keep going. Go all the way in a straight line. Because that's all this game is. You just saw the thumbnail and why are you saying hear me out? Cause who plays this game as the mom, you know? Like who? Ooh, silk scarf. See, this is what I was talking about, like the clothing items. Now I kind of want to give Munchlax the silk scarf. But at the same time, I don't, cause I want him to throw berries at Hop aggressively. Cause that would be funny. That would be funny. Alright. Hop battle. What could possibly go wrong? Next time play as the Pepsi Man. I don't think I can play as the Pepsi Man. I think next time I'm gonna try to do a speed run of Pokemon Let's Go. Because apparently it takes about 3 hours to beat the game, so like if I start a little bit earlier than usual, it can be done by like usual stream end time. The only downside to like speedrun is I can't read chat as much because I gotta focus on the run. I don't know, would you guys be interested in seeing a speedrun? Or am I just like, this would be a cool thing to do? There's no soda Pokemon to my knowledge. Yeah, that's the thing. What? Okay, I was not paying attention to the metronome move. I'm looking at chat. No. Magnetic Flux. Alright, now we're just using dumb moves. Munchlax just wanted to show off in the hotel lobby. Sleeplock, a Nuzlocke with Pokemon known for sleeping or being sleepy. Confusion! That was a crit. Oh no. Bum, 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 bum. Chat GPT to make you a team for Pepsi Man? That sounds wild. Acid armor. That could work for the Pepsi Man. That could. I could also just send the email to Pepsi and ask them if Pepsi Man had a Pokemon, what Pokemon would Pepsi Man have? Alright, so this is the downside of Metronome, unfortunately, is that sometimes it doesn't do anything good. Who would be eligible? Snorlax, Komala, liquid base. That's the thing though, Pepsi's not really a thing in Pokemon. See, Matt, I was reading that, it said, I'm sure Pepsi Man would use, I know you said Tacticooler, but my mind read it as Tentacool. So now I'm convinced that his Pokemon is actually Tentacool, which would make sense because it's blue and red, just like the Pepsi logo. So it would make sense for Pepsi Man to have Tentacool as his Pokemon. What if I just use blue and red Pokemon? Like Pokemon that have red and blue on them. So, Much Nice, what are you doing, buddy? What art thou doing? Just generic soda. Sticky web. Alright, come on, Munchlax, you gotta hit it with a move that does damage. This is our last Metronome. We are so cooked right now. Munchlax, please. Safeguard. Munchlax, no! Well. Slack off, yeah, slack off, yeah, they take naps. I mean, they're the kings of slacking. Alright, Hop. Alright, Hop. Now you've activated my secret technique. And I'm not talking about tackle. I'm talking about belch. I'm gonna throw up on your woo. I'm gonna bleh. No longer woo. Woo's dead. Metapod, he can evolve. Wait, we get to learn a new move. Hold up. I'm getting rid of tackle. I need more damage. Okay, Score Bunny. Caught in a sticky web. Okay, it's okay, because we can use Recycle. We can use Recycle, and we're gonna get our berry back, and then we're gonna eat our berry. We get infinite health. Okay, maybe we need a better berry. And then we hit him with a belch. With a bleh. Yeah, if I lose the fight, does Metapod just not evolve? Well, that didn't do much, but it's okay because we can. He's gonna hit us, but that's okay because we can recycle the berry. We have infinite Oran berry right now. and then we can hit him with the blood. This strategy takes too long to set up. It's silly, but it's not practical. Okay, and then we. I mean, I'm gonna recycle the berry, you know. We're gonna keep healing ourselves. But I don't think this is gonna work late game, you know. Ooh, there's a problem with this strategy though that I did not think of. You know, and we're saying infinite money glitch because this is funny right now. But then I realized his last Pokemon is one which has an ability called Unnerve, which makes it so that you do not eat your berries. Which means I can only belch at it once. No, I'm too nervous to eat berries. No! How could you? I was so nervous I threw up. How could you, Hop? Why does Mom's Matchlax suddenly have anxiety? What have we done here? Where's this run going? What is going on anymore? I don't know. I don't like it here all of a sudden. But that's okay because at least Metapod can finally evolve, which means we'll have a backup, a temporary backup for the time being, in case we get stuck. Ay, gamers, what is this run even? It'll be silly if nothing else. It will be very silly. Never seen anyone use belch seriously. You know, I've been playing this series for probably 20 years, and this is also the first time I've used belch seriously. But you know, it works. And the funny thing is, it's a poison type move, which means it can probably sweep through Milo's gym. Better out than in. Yup. Alright, gamers. No friendovers are live right now, but that's gonna be it for this stream. I hope you guys had fun. Just a reminder, Mother's Day is in like 3 weeks, so get yourselves ready for some Mother's Day. If I want to get the video done in time, I cannot stream this because I'm not gonna make it in time. But worst case, I think I'll try to make some progress, and maybe I'll save like the Elite Four Leon fight for next stream. We'll see. I'll see how much progress I make. Oh yeah, it is Good Friday as well. So to those who celebrate, happy Easter, happy holidays. For those that don't, you're gonna have a bunch of candy on sale in like 2 days. So you can get some Easter candy for almost free. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had a good time, and I'll see you around. There will be a new video tomorrow. Check it out. Check your sub feed because YouTube's probably gonna shadow ban it because it's not a Can X Become Champion run, but it's a video on AI and video games, and I had a fun time making it. I get to talk to some game devs in it who talk about the cool part of making video games. So yeah, check it out if you enjoy. If not, I'll see you next week. Alright, that's it for me. Have a wonderful weekday, whatever time zone, and that's gonna be it. Bye!